Hey, yesterday on the show, you look. Hats off to you for working on something for a long time.
It's what I do.
No, it's not. It's actually
It's what I've done.
it's what you've done. Yes,
It's what I've done now.
You can say that. It's
At least once.
It's what I've done.
It's what I've done. Well, I've done many things. Drumming, whatever. We're not here to list all my achievements.
You didn't work that hard on the dropping, mate. Anyway,
Let's talk fragrance.
This has been. You asked me to sign a contract without seeing it. I did that.
Yep.
I'm surprised it involves other businesses, financial splits, suppliers, because you've been working on something for months. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh yeah, we've seen this before, like funny ads and etc. about fragrances because they've got
Nothing
a style."
funny about this, mate.
This is not it. That's not what it is. You're actually doing it for real.
You are now the brand ambassador and the face of Andy by Hamish. A genuine fragrance heading into Chemist Warehouse. Had a lot of people online last night going, "Where can we get this?" I've done a deal with Chemist Warehouse. They're going to stock it exclusively.
They're not there yet, though.
No.
People
Gosh,
shouldn't
no.
rush there now.
Don't rush there now. Dawdle there. Get a good seat in line because there will be a queue.
No, it's
going to be
months
there.
away.
It's going to be there first week of September for Father's Day because dads want to smell like you.
No, they don't.
And children want their dads to smell like you.
And the whole thing is, it won't smell like me. I don't even know what it smells
That's
like.
the best bit. It's a smart casual fragrance. It will smell like how you're going to smell because you'll be wearing this every day. You're the brand ambassador.
There's nothing in the contract that says I have to wear it.
It's part of it. It's unwritten as
No,
part of being a brand ambassador.
No, we'll
And
discuss that another time.
true or false? You don't wear scents very often. You've lived your life scentless.
Yeah, I'm not a scenty guy.
Till now. And that's why the market was red hot for you to become. I just knew it was right. I knew it was the right thing for us to do this year.
Anyway,
for you to be the face of a fragrance. But
Depends I'll consider wearing it, but I have no idea what it smells like.
here's the process for starting your own fragrance empire, which I have done generously for Ando. Started off at the start of the year. The first thing we had to do was pick a fragrance. Then you get into the packaging or whatever. Then you get into it being mocked up as a prototype. Now, whilst I don't have the fragrance here yet.
Are we talking January or February? What are we talking?
I think we're talking January. Did this sound January? Jack has made, we recorded all the steps. So what we're about to play for people here is like a history of what we were doing. Yes, behind your back, but only because we knew it would be such a brilliant surprise for you to find out that you're now going to be a household name.
No, you knew I'd say no.
No. We wanted to surprise you by going, guess what? We're putting you on the map. This will put you on the map.
Okay, so back to January we're going?
I think we're going back to January, where we were sniffing the fragrance first.
January 2017. Hamish and I test scents in the secret fragrance bunker. And it's come down to a choice between test scent number 1 and test scent number 4.
We've got 4, the obvious, bold, in-your-face, smart casual. Man, 4 has guts to it. Number 1, sensitive, thoughtful fellow. Now that's fine, but is a sensitive, thoughtful fellow who you want to be on a night out when you're dousing yourself in this scent to go out and take on the world? No. You want 4. It's in your face. It's trumpets. It's hockey. It's smart casual. It's I did accounting at uni, but I'm ready for the world. Throw any sum you've got at me. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4. This means nothing, of course, because you can't smell any of this. But number 4, that's powerful.
March 2017. We returned to the Secret Scent HQ to choose a bottle and a lid design. And after many failures, we struck gold.
Now we're talking. Now we got a longer rectangle with a deep bottom. I'm liking this because this sort of says Andy. You know, the deeper you go, the thicker he gets. He's quite thick legs, doesn't he?
Yes.
He's had quite strong thighs.
Yeah.
110 mil. That ain't gonna be cheap to fill. Wood lid. Would we?
So it's just a timber block for a lid.
Andy does like a classic. He's got a classic head.
Yes.
And the lid of the bottle is really the head of the bottle. So it should represent Andy's head.
Yep, I can see Andy in that.
And it's chiseled. Look at the cheekbones on that.
I like it so far.
We need this to say, shooting down the pub, but I'm making good time, but I'm smelling great, but I've got a classic head.
June 2017, just last week, and finally, the packaging and bottle design arrived for our approval.
It's so good. It's a professional level. It's a professional level smart casual fragrance for men. It's so real. Great weight. Look at that. Real plastic. This is a real scent. Andy. What have we done? This is how people that work for charities must feel. Like you're changing lives.
Yeah, because what do you get out of this?
Nothing.
A cut of the money.
49% of the money.
But otherwise, it's a lovely gift.
Nothing like a good selfless laugh about doing a good thing.
See how happy giving you the majority of the money makes us?
Sound like a scientist in some kind of horror film after they've just invented something.
And it's really good, though. Like the
powerful.
scientist knows that it's powerful and it will change the world.
Anyway, yes, I still haven't smelt it.
Do you know what? We'll get this. Let's get the scent here for you. I'll have a word to the lab. Let's get the scent here. It's got to come from France. It's locked away now in the vault. In France, they have a scent vault where all the scents of the world are locked away.
Any other scents like?
This is a proprietary scent. No one can have this scent.
So it's ours.
It's ours and encapsulates you.
I don't think it
Encapsulates Andy.
Anyway, let's just give this a little rest for a bit. But I just want to know
5 minutes, 1 minute rest.
next hour. I just need to know what's required of me.
I have some next steps because obviously now we're onto the marketing stage because we have to finish all the marketing materials before it gets in shops, and that's where I need you to really step up as ambassador. Then after that, I'll talk the rest of the publicity schedule with you.
Okay.
And it's pretty hectic. Bit of a warning.
Yes, there'll be. I'll have a chat about those dates, and we'll.
Sure, you and me across them,
No,
but it's very much assumed that you're there.
have some thoughts. Anyway. It's the news now. Roddy Chen's still to come on the other side of this, but yes, we will get to that. Pam,
For people following this adventure, yesterday on the show, I informed you the exciting news that we are legally in a business opportunity together, Ando. We have a fragrance coming out. Well, if I'm being fair, you've got a fragrance coming out, but
no,
I
I
have.
don't. You've got a fragrance coming out. Using me.
It's Andy by Hamish. It's your fragrance, but I'm the nose. I'm the brains and the scent, the sniffer behind the situation.
Yeah.
Andy by Hamish is coming out, and now in the contracts that we've all signed.
So I actually think it's your fragrance. Let's make this very clear. If it's like, Death Wolf by Liam Hemsworth or whatever his one's called, it's...
then you're the brand ambassador of Andy, okay?
Yeah.
It's going to be your name out there in your face. We need to start talking some specifics on the marketing here, okay? We know that you've got the capacity to move a lot of units, and we need to move a lot of units. It's in stores for Father's Day. I've had a few people already. People aren't. It's going to be in Chemist Warehouse. I've done a very, very good sit-down business deal.
Yes.
With Chemist Warehouse.
Yep.
We've got some shelf space, and Father's Day is one of the biggest smelling days of the year.
Why'd you choose them?
They just said they'd do it.
The others said no.
No, it was a bidding war. It was a bidding war, and Chemist Warehouse came out. They're the home of the fragrances, Endo. They did Delta, they did Gina. Now, luckily, you're not up against those guys, because I don't know if we could win against Delta and Gina. But the boys' market, the male market, and Andy by Hamish is a smart casual fragrance. It encapsulates who you are at your soul.
Yep.
A smart casual party boy.
Yep.
Who is just as easily at home watching...
Hates formal.
Hates formal.
Hates semi-formal.
But does like to wear shoes. Now, the bottle itself, we already discussed this. The bottle itself encapsulates you. It's a masculine, bold bottle.
No, it's not.
With a black
head.
head.
Entry level.
With black hair.
Entry level bottle.
The top of the bottle's black. The top of you is black on your black hair.
Okay, yeah.
What we need at the moment, because the packaging is just the black packaging, Andy by Hamish. That's obviously not going to move. It's only grab the eye on the shelf. We need your face.
No, it's very plain. It's a terrible logo.
We need it's very Calvin Klein-esque.
Who came up with the logo?
We worked with the design team.
Did you really? I hope you didn't pay him.
Look, as I said, I had to dip into the joint account to cover some costs. I was running a one-man show here, Ando. I'm trying to make you a household name, okay? Yeah. I'm launching you into the stratosphere here. I'm making you a fragrance lord.
Anyway, what's the next thing that you expect?
We need a photo of you. We need the photo shoot because there's going to be a cardboard slip that goes over the bottle, over the packaging. That's going to be what's on the shelf.
Yes.
Okay, so people will only see that black box I gave you yesterday once they take it home.
Well, what do you want the photo to look like?
Here's what I'm thinking.
It's got to be smart casual.
It's got to be smart casual. I need you in a collar. I need you in a collar.
Collar?
Smart casual.
Smart casual.
Can't be in a t-shirt.
Yes, you can.
Oh, you need a collar, mate. How are you doing smart casual with a t-shirt?
Okay. I can be in a polo shirt, though.
You don't have to wear a polo.
Yeah.
It's almost too smart.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't have to be a business shirt. I'm not saying tie. I'm saying open neck collar.
Flannel?
That's a little too working class. Could be a design flannel. Can't be a working man's flannel.
Okay.
What I'd like people to do at hamishandy.com is send us through some suggestions. If you're in the market for this fragrance, if you're a young man looking to lather this on, to go out and just pick up like relentlessly, like some sort of leaf blower set to reverse, just sucking up babes as you walk around the club, because that's what this fragrance will do to you.
Yeah.
What version of Andy would make you buy this fragrance?
Well, all I'm saying to you is I'm only doing one photo.
For the whole campaign?
Yes.
So I have to use the same photo on the bottle, the point of sale, the in-store banners.
There's only one photo. That's apparently.
Would you wear a beret?
How is that
It's
smart
a nod.
casual?
It's a nod to France, which is where the fragrance was made. Would you consider a beret?
Tomorrow on the show, I'm going to give you the list of terms as a model. I've looked up what Kylie Jenner does and Kendall does and all that stuff, just as far as it demands and how much time you actually get access-wise. And so I'm going to tell you the bare minimum that I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
When you say
on the show.
one photo, what, I can only take one photo, or I do a photo shoot and I can only pick one? I can only take one photo.
Good luck with it. Better don't.
Well, good luck.
Hopefully
You are.
I'm not.
Might I remind you, sir? You are contractually bound to try your best.
I'll do my best in the photo. You just get one snap.
What if you're mucking around?
I heard of a model.
What if you blink?
I've heard of a model that
I
only
know.
came
Who? Give me a name.
Giselle.
Yeah, I've heard of her, but I don't think she only does one photo. Sorry, Giselle, you blinked. Bad luck. Observe my perfect form as I work out the
What was
door.
happening back in the day? Naomi Campbell and all those
wasn't what was
supermodels.
happening. What?
They just wouldn't get out of bed for less.
This is difficult. I should never have gone into business with a model, and here I am giving you 51%. You're only doing one photo. This is the game for any young fragrance moguls out there. Hear this and heed this warning. It can be very difficult working with models, and I'm learning the hard
I'll
way.
give you the terms tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Well, hamishandy.com overnight. If
got
people want to tell me what look or shot that I should be going for my one precious photo with Andy. In a couple of months' time, actually only about 6 weeks' time, Andy by Hamish, Australia's most exciting new fragrance. The first ever smart casual fragrance for men. Fragrance
What are the other fragrances referred to as?
I think they're just either formal or sexy. This
Oh,
one's
okay.
smart casual. Well, no one's got it on the bottle, and you've got it on the bottle. You've got it on the box. It says Andy by Hamish, a smart casual fragrance for men.
You've got it on the bottle.
I put it on the box, yes, because I'm the brains behind the operation. But it's your sweet face that's moving units, and for that I thank you. And that's why you get the majority of the money. I'm not trying to dog you.
Okay.
Andy by Hamish, a smart casual fragrance for men. All over Australia, men and women will be going, this is the ultimate way to be smart casual tonight, this morning, at work, down the pub, at sports practice, playing vid games, whatever you want to do. This is the smell to have on your neck or your partner's neck. It is for men. I think it's fair to say, Andy. Now, I know there was some reluctance when I told you on Tuesday that I'd been designing and had manufacturing this fragrance for some months.
Yep.
And it was the kind of excitement I expected from you. What a beautiful thing, Haim. If I remember correctly, the phrase was, oh my God, this will put me on the map.
No, obviously none of that.
And I went,
Play off.
you bloody right at Willando.
Yeah.
This will make you a household name. By Christmas time, people will know the name Andy Lee because you'll be one of the kingpins in the fragrance world. No one will know Michael Bublé anymore, who we do see as your main competitor because he's got his fragrance.
What's his favourites called?
By invitation, I think.
Oh, right.
Or remember, it's the one we had a bit of a laugh. I think it's like RSVP by Michael Bublé.
Yeah. No, I think we called it that. I think it's called by invitation.
Might be by invitation.
I don't know what it's called.
Well, you don't need to know what it's
No.
called because I want your head out of what Bublé's doing and just focused on what Andy's
by
doing.
invitation.
By
is great.
invitation.
Yes,
I want
because
you-
we were thinking of bringing out RSVP.
And we brought out something better. Andy.
And remember, you said the price point for Bublé was $49.99.
Is it?
Now it's down to $29.99.
So he's attacking us at our price point. I almost swore. That's how seriously I take this game, Andy, because that's when you're in the fragrance biz, as you're in now.
Yeah.
This is the gift I've given to us. We're worried about this sort of stuff. So
Hang on, just quickly. Is it by invitation by Michael Bublé? Is there two bars in the...
By invitation, underneath Michael Bublé.
Yep, he's just signing.
Okay,
it,
okay,
Michael. So yours is Andy.
Yeah.
Like it's just we don't need anything else because as soon as people see the name and they see your face, they're like, "Yes, that's what I want to encapsulate. That's what I want."
Yep.
It's fair to say that once we put this, we launched this on Tuesday. It wasn't just you that was wrapped with this. The response Australia wide I got to tell you, was pretty overwhelming.
Yep.
It really was, though. Jack, you were looking at Facebook and seeing the comments pouring.
Yep.
Number one, people were just like, I got to get a bottle. I got to get in on this. I told you on Tuesday I'd greenlit 5,000 bottles. Now, that's on my side of the fence. That's logistics. That I don't want to bother you with this.
Good.
We obviously don't bother the models and the face. You got enough on your plate being the brand ambassador. So I'm just letting you know as a courtesy, as the person sort of pulling the strings on this machine, I'm just letting you know that I looked at what was happening, I gauged the response, and I made a judgment call.
Don't have bought more of these.
It's obviously exposes us to some financial risk, but you guts to spend money to make money, my boy.
Or to lose it.
Hadn't thought about that side of things. I have turned up the production dial ever so slightly.
How slightly?
15,000
That's
total.
dumb
Total.
thing.
So I only turned it up 10,000.
That's silly.
That's not silly. That's
is.
exciting. The main concern was people like, will this be at the Bondi Junction store? Is it?
I'm not
will this
doing
be...
any additional.
Unbelievable. This is.
Like, just
I'm
think-
learning a lot of lessons about business here, Jack.
Yeah. There you are.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
It is pretty tough.
And just so you know, I will honour the contract that I signed blindly. I'll
I
honour
think
that.
Christian Dior. This is what Christian Dior would have had with Johnny Depp, probably.
But-
I reckon you're more difficult than Depp to work with at the moment.
Obviously, the photo shoot's important to you.
Yes, we need to get that happening probably next week.
Okay, I've got the list of demands. I said I'll honour the contract, but I've got a list of demands.
Contract says you have to try your best in the photo shoot.
I know, but models also get demands. And if you're pretending I'm one, I'm going to pretend I am one as well. I've got my demands after this.
Bloody model.
Hamish Andy.
Never work with kids or models. Or kid models.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Haim, we are talking about the fragrance that you've created using my name and the hope to use my face for that.
Contractually, you are obliged to provide me with one photo.
And look, you did encourage me to sign a contract unseen, which I did, so I'm happy to honour the contract.
But you're excited now at standing at the brink of becoming a household name and having now the big news, if people just tuned in, 15,000.
No.
So therefore, millions of squirts of Andy by Hamish will be spread across this nation. The impact you're going to have on people's lives, that's incredible. What a great feeling.
I look forward to seeing them in bargain bins everywhere in about a year's time.
This is not ambassador talk, and you are contractually obliged to try your hardest to be a good brand ambassador. May I remind you?
I'll do my best, do my very best, in bold, to be an outstanding ambassador for the fragrance.
I mean, when do you hear Heidi Klum go, I look forward to this being in bargain bins?
But I'm not out there.
But you're already the ambassador.
No. There'll be ambassador duties, but at the moment, you and I are talking about this and getting it all straight.
You can't.
Well, we don't.
Calvin Klein doesn't go, hey, Emily Ratajkowski, come and be the Calvin Klein model. Then she walks outside and burns the undies and goes, I hate these rags.
But she also doesn't discuss the contract on air, does she? And Pope.
So you're saying she does that where we just don't know about it?
No. All my point is there's got to be a point where, yes, I'm being an ambassador, but to talk this out through with you, I need to be able to have these honest conversations.
Can I ask, then, as the head of logistics and marketing for the Andy by Hamish Corporation, that we just put a lid on the old want to see this in bargain bin chat before the product's even launched?
Yes.
Thank you.
You can ask that.
You're beautiful, but I love you. You drive me nuts.
Okay, I acknowledge
you're a
I will
gorgeous
try
boy.
my best. I'll acknowledge I'll try my best to do a good job for the photo shoot.
Yeah, because I know you can do a good job, and I know you're capable
I'll
of a good
try,
job.
because obviously I don't want to be doing this. So
That's pretty generous for me to have put that language in there to give you. What I was doing there is a classic coach's move to go, I know you can do it, Ando. Why don't you impress me?
It also says that I'll grant you 3 marketing wishes. Is the photo shoot one of the wishes?
That's separate.
Okay. That's probably fair.
Because I
I
separated
that's
them
the
out
way
of
it
the
reads.
contract.
Here, so then I thought, okay, well, if you're going to pretend I'm a model, I will also.
Well, you are the face of the fragrance.
I'll pretend I'm a model straight back to you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
you
I've been
did make a pretty serious demand yesterday, which I don't think has ever happened in the modelling world. You said on yesterday's show you're going to give me one photo. Not one photo to pick from a series of photos that I get done at the photo shoot, but one shot, one kill for the photo. What if you're blinking? I mean,
That's-
I was
that's-
up all night thinking about this photo. I've got some demands. Not demands, but I got some information for
Mate.
you for the photo shoot.
Well, all my point is,
I'll
make
take
sure-
the photo.
Make sure your team.
No, it'll be me taking the photo. I'll have assistance and lighting, but I'm going to have to take it. I can't put that pressure on a photographer.
Gosh, that's such a bad idea. But do what you want.
What
Okay.
photographer would sign up for that? They wouldn't put their name to it.
As a demand, this is what this model demands. If the shoot is on location,
Yep.
I'll require a private jet to and from if it's interstate
Yep.
or international.
Good news for you is I think I'm doing it around the corner in the studio.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to let you know that
That's fine because I'll try and pass on a lot of these costs to Chemist Warehouse.
Okay. All ground transfers will be by limousine.
Should we still have the number from that limo we used the other night, Jay? Steve?
The one that crashed.
He'll have got it fixed by now. That's his lifeline. That's his livelihood.
Yeah, we've
Agreed?
got it.
Yeah, no sweat, mate. I mean, you're a model. We've got to look after you.
Okay.
I want you to be in the right mood for the
If
shoot.
it's the morning, a bacon and egg roll will be inside the limousine.
Mate, now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
I'll take care of. Don't you worry about that. I'll be taking care of snacks, and that you can. I can promise you, I'll be charging that back to CW.
If it's the afternoon, 4 beers will be available at 3 degrees Celsius.
Tell you what, mate.
No warmer.
I'll give you 2 bacon and egg rolls in the morning and a beer if you want it. Probably be morning. I think you're fresher in the morning.
If the shoot clashes with a major sporting event, the game must be shown on set.
It's one photo. I think we could probably. Yep, we can do that. Okay. Happy to do that for you, Andy. We acknowledge that you're lending us your sweet face and cheekbones to move a dirt load of product.
Andy will be on set for a total of 10 minutes.
That I cannot give you. We need half an hour.
But only one photo is allowed to be taken.
We're only going to take one photo. Can we have you at the venue, like as in green room, makeup?
Yes.
Can we have you there for an hour? But we'll only have you on the actual set, the actual bit where you're under the lights for 10 minutes.
40 minutes at the venue, which gives you half an hour of preparation.
Okay.
And then 10 minutes on set
to get the shot.
to get the shot.
Look, I can work with that. I'll have it pre-lit, and I want you to know from my
Do you have an
perspective.
idea of the concept yet?
I thought I'd get people. People have been emailing in with a few different ideas of the concept. There's only so much we can do because it's sort of neck and shoulders to the crown of your head.
Sign off on all concepts.
Input into concept. That's where you don't. This is, mate. You're the model. You're the model. You're the meat. You're the meat puppet. I'm the master. Sorry, mate. Welcome to the industry. I'm going to churn you up, spit you out, use you to move tons of volume.
If you do the others, I'll concede that.
Cheers. Tell you what, though, it says it's going to be outrageous. The catering, where do you see it? I'm going to blow tons because I think in the contract that I signed on our behalf, the real one with Chemist Warehouse, I think they cover the cost of this shoot.
Really?
I'm going to go to town on it. And then I might even just invite some celebs to hang out, like in New York, where there's always like celebs, like just other models in Kim Kardashian shoots.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just going to be an open invite.
Yeah, like that Didier guy, whatever his name is.
You can just get models.
Yeah, and whover who else is Australian famous model?
This thing, it's going to look
Chris
like
Smith, I suppose.
Let's get Chris Smith to just hang out at the shoot and eat some grapes. You're going to love it.
Pants on Friday. Hamish Andy, driving you home. Sam.
Interesting you mentioned Andy there, because that is the name of Australia's hottest new fragrance cologne, if I may.
Okay.
Andy by Hamish, due to hit stores in just under 2 months, exclusive to Chemist Warehouse. Yesterday, the big news, of course, was we've turned the keys, green lit,
When am I
15,000
When am I
bottles.
getting the smell of this thing?
Going to try and get you a little sniff next week. Love you to have a sniff before you do the photo shoot.
I'm not doing a photo shoot before this.
That wasn't on your demands. You already had your demands yesterday. Stop being difficult talent.
Well,
Please.
I'm telling you that's the case.
You're the brand ambassador.
Well, I don't know.
You've signed
what
the contract.
I don't know what I'm a brand ambassador of.
Why'd you sign the contract? No. Appreciate you signing the contract blind.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Here's the thing. It smells great. Jack, you've had a whiff. You bloody loved it.
It smells really good, but can we get it by next week? Because
I don't know.
it's in France.
Yeah, but someone's got to have a bit of it somewhere.
Someone's going to promise him something. That's essentially.
We'll get a
what-
sniff of it for you next week. Jack, just between you and me, we'll just spray some other fragrance, like some high-level fragrance, and he'll love it. We'll just give him John Paul Gaultier or something, and he'll be like, oh, that smells pretty good. He's not going to know. Anyway,
Would you wear it, Jack?
It smells like a real good fragrance. It's not a trick.
it's not like it smells like onions and,
No.
and turnips.
Who knows with you too?
Mate,
Particularly
we've
you.
got 15,000 bottles of this. You think I'm going to make the waft of turd or something? Mate, we've got
Turd by Hamish.
I'm making a speed stick for that. Look, this is the real deal. If we're going to smash the fragrance market wide open, if we're going to make Michael Bublé wish he never invented By Invitation by Michael Bublé, the also $29.95 fragrance at Chemist Warehouse, we're going to do it properly.
Can't believe he's come down to our price point. So I get caught in a very strange position.
Dropping.
I keep getting caught in a very strange position, disliking this immensely.
Ignore that.
But also fiercely competitive against Michael Bublé.
Harness the second feeling, Ando. Harness the second feeling, because you're in it now.
Versus Bublé.
Ando, you're the face of Australia's hottest new smart casual fragrance, all right? You're the face, I'm the bloody brains and the nose. Together, it's an unstoppable combination. But if we are to market this properly, as we talked about yesterday, we need a photo shoot. Now, your demands and your conditions for your photo shoot, I think, were all fairly met yesterday. The trickiest part for me is
I did a bit more research last night.
You've only agreed to one photo.
Yeah, and on Next Top Model, they only allow three minutes for the photo shoot.
Yeah, but they're allowed to take multiple photos. Okay? You're only letting me push the trigger once on the camera. And if you're blinking, so help me God, and so help our sales. Might I remind you, we are quite a bit in the hole on the 15,000 bottles.
Is it going to be a digital camera or film?
Of course it'll be digital.
Okay, I want the card to be full all the way up.
I'm not taking a risk on that.
to the last, so you got one photo left.
This is where you need to trust me. Okay. Trust your photographer. Sure. As I mentioned on the show today, I'll be doing the photography.
There was no need for that.
I would never put a photographer under this pressure. Even people taking... Even the guy that did the Usain Bolt photo at the Olympics, he took a couple, and he was happy with one.
Anyway, you get one.
Here's what I think. Here's what I want to do. On the day of the photo shoot, it's next Friday, slated for next Friday. As I said yesterday, agreed to your demands. You can have a limo, you can have egg and bacon rolls. I want to create the right vibe for you in there. Knowing that I've only got you on the set for 10 minutes.
Yes.
I want it to be a real party atmosphere in there. So what I've done is I've drawn up a list of the things I want in and around the photo shoot.
For vibe or in the shoot?
No, for vibe.
Okay.
I don't know what's in the shoot yet. We'll get to that next week. Here's what I want. A DJ, obviously, to be pumping beats. Now, I'm going to talk to Peking Duck. Had him on the show yesterday. I forgot to mention it to him. I don't know if they're busy. I don't know if they're in town.
I think they're going away.
Damn. It might be DJ Havana Brown.
Adam said he was off to Japan, remember?
Oh, yeah, he's going on holiday.
Yeah.
It might be DJ Havana Brown or someone of that caliber.
Okay.
Keeping the beats fat, keeping your vibe up.
Yeah, okay.
You go for Carlton Footy Club.
Yes.
Love to get a few of the players down there just having a kick. Love to just have a couple of the boys clapping you in.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Matty Cruiser, if you can.
Yep. It has a tall roof.
Yep.
The studio. Yeah. Some models. Just lounging around because it gives it that sort of high class vibe.
Yep.
We talked about Chris Smith. Love to have him. A couple of other male models.
Yes.
We'll see who we can get.
Don't get anyone too hot because it'll bring my shadow my confidence.
Ugly models.
Yeah, if you could. If you could get like...
That's a good idea. I might go to an agency that specialises in like everyman models.
Yeah.
So when they're like, oh, we need someone for the work safe ad, but we don't want a hottie.
Yes.
We'll get those guys. Oh, that's not being harsh. That's a real thing. You can't have a hottie in the worksafe. No one would believe it. If you had Didier Cohen in the worksafe in a bloody high vis vest, no one's going to go. No one thinks he works on a building site.
A few confidence builders.
I'm not saying you don't have hot tradies, but there's a lot of normal people.
Yes,
I'm a normal people. Jack's a normal person. We're lucky we've got a hottie in you. Let's get some normals around to pump you up.
That'd be good.
Great idea. That probably would restrict the footy players to be the less attractive ones. Or are you all right with the footy players being attractive?
Now they can be attractive.
Okay. Ice sculpture. I sort of...
One of our female producers fist pumped when I said they could be attractive.
Carly, you can come down because I don't need you for this next bit. We're going to have some fire breathers, jugglers.
Why?
Keep the vibe up.
I dislike juggling.
Okay, no juggler, but I'd like a fire breather.
I don't even particularly like that stuff either.
I know there's no purpose for it, but it keeps the vibe up.
Not with a very flammable fragrance.
It's not very flammable. It's conceived in France. Who knows where it's made? Package made in America.
I'm sure it'd be flammable. Let's cut out the fire breathers.
It's actually giving me a great idea.
What's that?
Is the shot us lighting the fragrance in front of you?
That's your choice, mate. You got one shot at it, though.
That is a tricky shot for one shot. And then I like ice sculptures and icy poles I've had written down here. I think I just wrote icy poles because I just wrote ice sculptures. But we'll have some icy poles down.
Oh, yeah, who doesn't like an icy pole?
Just realised I got to the bottom of my list and I was probably running out of stuff.
Probably peaked at the footy players. We've got down to icy pole.
Hey, Cruiser, where you going, Jack? You haven't had an icy pole. As I said, they're on the house. Then I think for the after party from the shoot, I would turn into a big seafood lunch.
Well, I'm not sticking around. I've told you this. It's Hamish and Andy.
We're going to talk budget on that, though, because that's going to come out of the bottom line.
Hey, look, obviously you've organised a photo shoot for Friday for your scent.
Our San Ando.
Nope.
I mean, you flatter me, sir, and it's very generous of you. But Andy, by Hamish, wouldn't sell a damn bottle, and we needed to sell 15,000.
You do.
Well, we are jointly on the contract, and we're jointly in the hole if she doesn't sell.
We do.
We do.
Okay.
You signed it. Now, I know you didn't read the contract.
Yes.
More fool you.
No, that's unfair because for a whole week you said, trust me, I'm your friend.
And look what we've got now. The chance to dominate the male fragrance market. Andy, by Hamish, released in time for Father's Day. A couple of months away. Australia's first smart casual fragrance for men. You got your Bublé's and your other guys in the market. But they're not smart casual. I don't know what they are. I couldn't tell you.
Well, one of them, the thing I want to ask you, Ham, is what is the photo shoot going to be? You're talking about all these things that aren't actually the photo shoot.
Do you know what
I mean? Like,
I'm working on the creative. I don't need you to worry about that. You're the face. I'm the
worried
brains. Face. Hear me. Don't worry. I gotcha. Okay? I gotcha. I'm going to make Friday's photo shoot super fun.
Yep.
You have given me a condition, which is you will only allow one click of the camera. That's strict, but I can work within it. To get you in the right mood, what I need is the right vibe. So we're looking at getting some footy players down there. I'm going to give a couple of guys from Carlton Footy Club, your favourite footy team, a call. Catering sorted out.
Yep.
You would love it if you came in. How fun would it be if they're having a kick to kick? G'day, Ando. Yeah, we're just down here, man, hanging out at your photo shoot. Catering sorted. Listen to this. Shannon Bennett, one of Australia's premier chefs, just opened a burger chain. Benny Burgers. 50 burgers on their way.
I'm not going to be there, and it's in the morning. Like as I said,
grab a burger. They do bacon and egg rolls too.
I was going to be there for half an hour.
Well, when your limo arrives, you'll have 2 bacon and egg rolls from Benny Burgers in the limo.
So they do bacon and egg rolls?
They do bacon and egg rolls. They're open for breakfast.
Okay, great.
And they do milkshakes too, which I've tacked on a few for myself, if that's okay.
Jack would probably have one.
Jack will be down. Jack will bring his whole family to the photo shoot. No doubt. Probably make a family Christmas just to save a little bit of cha-chang. That's taken care of.
Okay.
The other thing that we talked about on Friday that is proving to be a little bit trickier is I said, do you want models there? Because that just seems like the kind of thing that would happen at a photo shoot. Other models would be there. Yeah. And you said, what if they intimidate me and they're good-looking guys?
I said, just don't get anyone too attractive because obviously if you want me to be at my best, that's going to be an impact on my confidence heading in.
You said just get some regos, don't get some hotties. Yeah. So today I rang a modelling agency. Just the first one I could find, like a famous one, Vivian's, right? To explain to them the situation and to see if I could find a delicate way to book their least attractive guys. What I was trying to do. I'm trying to create a very upbeat, exciting vibe for him. He's requested that other models be in the area and in his presence and milling around the shoot.
Okay.
I'd probably need 3 guys.
Okay.
It's viviansmodels.com.au, isn't it?
That's our website, yes.
Yeah, I'm just bringing up the boys now. They're very good looking, aren't they?
They are indeed.
Yes.
A few different looks in there.
Because at Andy's request, he is after models, I suppose, of some more... He's worried he's not going to feel beautiful on the day. I told him that's crazy, but, we all have our own insecurities.
Of course.
And I think he wants some guys around that he feels in comparison he would be better looking than.
Very tricky.
It is a bit tricky. I'm just looking at the models now. Geez, they're all very good looking.
They are.
Anyone we could rough down a bit or...
I'm sure you could, if you've got a handy makeup artist with you, they can attempt to do something to the model's face to make them look a little bit different.
Would any of the guys wear a fake beard. I mean, you'd still see their beautiful eyes.
Guys are normally up for anything.
Jeff Vockler, he looks a little older.
He is, yes.
I mean, God, he's bloody good looking, though.
Well, we have a range of ages from 18 to closer to 70, actually.
Okay. Who's your oldest model?
That would be Paul Roberts.
Paul Roberts. Let's find him here. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a good look. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Paul. Such a suave guy for his age.
Yes, he is.
But I think maybe if I said to Andy, look, this guy's a professional model, Andy would go, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better. At least Andy would feel like he's got youth on his side. And that's
right.
Part of the essence of the fragrance is Andy feeling young and feeling vital and vigorous, and I really want to capture that in the one shot. So maybe if he sees Paul, he'll get that feeling of going, all right, good, I've still got some time left to do what I want to do. I'm Andy. This is me. Click. That's what I sort of want. Okay, I'd like to tentatively book Paul Roberts, please.
Sure. No worries.
Tell me I have a great time. There's going to be burgers there. There's going to be a couple of footy players having a bit of kick to kick.
Look, they're always happy when they're fed, so that's great.
We'll do the deal. We'll do the paperwork offline, and I'll let you know who will be appearing with. And if I need to, for want of a better term, scruff up and regular up a couple of your hotties.
That can be done.
Great. Thank you, mate.
Excellent. Thank you.
There you go. Now, you've just, off your own volition there, had a look at the website and seen the model you're up against. That'd make you feel good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you better look at that guy?
Yep. I know it sounds arrogant.
This is what I want. This is what I want my face to feel.
That's exactly the pump up that I need.
This face I'm seeing right now, after you've looked at Paul Roberts, that self-confidence, that self-assuredness, that smart casual charm, that's going to move bottles. That's what I want to take a photo of. Now, do you want, I'm sliding a bit of paper there,
Yeah.
say yes or no to that question. You don't have to discuss it on air.
No thanks.
Okay. I've just asked Andy if you'd like girl models there as well. But you're going to keep this strictly... Because it's a party atmosphere. I'm just worrying it's going to be a lot of dudes.
Yes.
It's going to be all guys
Yeah.
for the party. That's okay. I just thought I'd let you know. Photographer, burgers,
I'm there for 10 minutes.
the snake guy.
Hamish and Andy
There's a snake.
driving you home. Why?
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Hey, just before, like the last thing before the word started of that song was you said there's a snake
Yes.
involved when it comes to a photo shoot for you for the fragrance that you've made without my permission.
Andy by Hamish, launching soon. There's only so far I could take this project, Ando, without the man, the myth, the wonder, the face, Andy Lee. Even just looking at your cheekbones now, I see dollar signs.
Can you stop?
Well, I can't help be excited for you and what the journey you're about to partake on.
It's a very short journey.
Not everyone gets their own fragrance, mate. And
Okay.
I think the words you're looking for are you're welcome and you're contractually bound to try your best to be a good brand ambassador here.
Yep. Okay. You mentioned a snake.
So, on Friday, you've granted me one click of the camera
Yes.
for our photo shoot. This image will become the image on the packaging of Andy by Hamish. It will become in the windows at Chemist Warehouse on the shelves.
Why do we need the image on the packet anyway?
Well, we've got the branding on the box, but then we're making a cardboard slip that goes over it. Because your face, look at you. Your face it'll fly off shelves.
I don't want this. I'm trying to. I'm trying to contain
Yeah.
this.
And I'm trying to move the bottles that we've committed to. We said yes to 15,000 bottles, Ando. That's in the contract, okay?
Yes.
And they can turn the...
But
I can up that
so
order,
what's-
by the way. You just give me the
when
word.
do I find out what's actually happening in the photo shoot?
Until I'm convinced I've got you in the right headspace, I don't know what I'm going to go for on the day. Because at the moment, you know what my main concern is?
Yep.
I've got too many things to pump you up now.
You know-
I'm worried that you're going to walk in, you're going to see the burgers, the milkshakes, your favourite footy players playing kick to kick. There's going to be a DJ there. You're going to get too excited. Then not to mention the fact that we're now booking models. I mean, we've got a professional model coming, but I can also get some slightly less professional models there to reveal to you, to make you feel better looking. If I find people that are perhaps not traditionally, aesthetically, handsome, that aren't going to be doing fragrance commercials.
Yeah.
If I maybe have them under a sheet is what I'm thinking.
I just keep asking about the snake.
I'm just letting you know. I reveal them to you.
Yeah.
You'll suddenly feel smug.
I don't walk around. No one walks around.
I've seen
doing
the
that.
face. I've seen the face.
Not true at all.
I saw the face when you were just mentioned one before and you saw his picture and then you felt a little pump up. Look, you'll be riding high on self-confidence.
Yes.
Then the snake comes in. Snakes add adrenaline. Everyone knows a snake adds adrenaline. When have you ever been in a room and there's a live snake in there and you don't have adrenaline? What I'm worried about now, and Jack, I'd love your thoughts on this too, because now I worry I've pumped you up too much and I need something to dampen it.
Okay.
We need some sour to the sweet. There's too much sweet, no sour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe I've just had an idea.
What's it?
Maybe you're completely saturated. So we pump you up. You're riding high. Dump a bucket of water on you.
Yep.
Swish your hair back. That's the shot. You're just covered in water. I think I've seen another fragrance do that. What am I thinking of? Davidoff, cool water.
No, mate.
Do we beat them at their own game?
You do
Cover
whatever
you in water.
want. I'll arrive.
Jeez, it's risky.
We're
We've only got
on.
one photo. What if your eyes are closed?
Your problem.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. No, the snake's there for excitement, and I might put it around your neck.
So will the snake be in the shot?
We don't know yet.
Oh God.
But I know a collar will be in there because it's a smart casual fragrance.
Oh,
You can't rush this. This is the crazy thing. You're the face, okay? You're the face. You get a very sweet deal. May I remind you of this contract? You get the lion's share.
go to a break, Jack. This is
I'm having sleepless nights trying to come up with the vision for
Another
this.
day of learning nothing about what's happening. This is what's happened.
What have we learned today? That you might have a snake in the shot.
Well,
That's a fun thing to learn.
We've learned that there's burgers there, which is probably just for you. And then you've got a snake.
No, now, Jack, I'm telling you to go to a break, not Andy, because now I'm offended. And Andy's not offended anymore. Now I'm offended.
On the other side of this break,
That we're taking because I've been offended.
let's go to the break.
Because I'm offended.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Hamish and Andy, driving you home. Sorry, I know when we went to a break a few minutes ago, we sort of alluded to the fact that we were going to a break because I'd been offended, and I guess the implication was I was going to be over it by the time the mics came back on. And I was trending that way for sure.
Yeah.
Then Andy dropped a bombshell, a hand grenade. No, bombshell, bigger than a hand grenade,
Yep.
on me just before the mics have started again. And I'm sorry, I know this is what we weren't meant to be moving on,
Yeah.
but we're talking about the photo shoot on Friday, and I was just thinking out loud saying, I don't think I'm going to do the wet hair thing with you because the whole point of this fragrance is it's smart casual.
And I was like, I don't care.
I don't think a drenched head is smart casual. That's more pool party formal or sort of summertime informal.
Really casual.
And then I was just thinking out loud. And then Andy said, do you want to give me a haircut? I was like, what are you talking about? No, bring your beautiful hair. That's your trademark. Then Andy goes, well, I'm actually thinking of cutting all my hair off. Just like that. My brand ambassador, the face of my creation, the face of Andy by Hamish, threatening to ruin his looks.
That's what I said. I'll come in with a shaved head on Friday.
You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't
see how
dare.
you feel about it.
Threatening to sink this, to try and sabotage this.
Yeah.
Well, try your best, mate, because as your best mate,
You put some digital locks on it.
a thought had occurred to me that I could just get a young Richard Gere's hair and put it on your head. As the marketing manager of this fragrance,
There was nothing in the contract that said I have to.
well,
Keep
you
my appearance.
said you have to try your hardest to be a good brand ambassador, and I don't think shaving your head when you're the bloody face of a fragrance would be trying your hardest. I think that comes under sabotage, mate.
All right. Anyway.
Well, we're going to need to have another break so I can cool down.
No, what we are doing is we're going to turn the heat up on someone else.
Yeah, let's turn it up on Jack. I'll come back and I'll feel better about
Yeah,
this. And roughly an hour ago, we tweaked with a few details for your big photo shoot coming up on Friday for the fragrance. Andy, Bahamish. Need that one shot. Need that sweet, sweet shot. Need the conditions to be correct for you to be in the zone. This is the photo that we'll be using for the packaging of the bottle, but also the posters, the in-store point of sale.
Yep.
I guess in the window of Chemist Warehouse when it's out for Father's Day.
And look, that Eminem song where from 8 Mile, where he says you only get one shot.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
Cannot be more apt because I'm only giving you one photo,
one
shot,
click of the
one
button.
Click, yes.
Not, I don't get to pick one shot from hundreds,
No.
which is a normal photo shoot.
Yeah.
One click of the old button. It's like we're back in Wild West times.
Yes.
And I've got that big tray full of like sulfur that lights up and I'm behind the curtain. I might even put a sheet over me just so I feel like I'm back in the 1800s. Here's the thing. And even in 8 Mile, when Eminem sung that, I think he had a few shots.
Yeah, I know.
Because didn't he get up and not do well at his first rap battle?
Yeah.
So he actually had a couple of shots.
Yeah.
So this is I'm the real Eminem. I'm a real guy.
Pretty much. Anyway,
So we've nailed it. We're sort of fine tuning the exciting vibe and the atmosphere for Friday's shoot, and we know how that's going. And if you did miss it, I'm sure it'll be in the podcast and Deja Vu Hour coming up. Let's focus a little bit more on the strategy side of things, because once we get this stuff, once we get these the visual assets they're called, we start making the marketing. As you know, we're going into battle. We're going in the front line of the fragrance wars. Now the reasonably priced fragrance market is a hot battlefield. It's a hot battlefield because we're going...
Yeah, well, Bublé's come into it. He's dropped his price to catch up with us.
We mentioned this on Friday's show, and we've been talking quite a lot about Michael Bublé's fragrance by invitation.
Yeah.
And when Andy by Hamish hits shelves, and we're encouraging people to spray liberally this cool, yet not too cool, but smart casual, but thinking man, but not too intellectual, did okay at uni, chucked his degree out.
Yes.
Loves a kick the footy round with his mates, kick a hockey stick round because he likes hockey, but he likes kicking. Yeah. It's a very complex fragrance, and
you feel like you captured all of that?
Wait till you smell it.
Okay.
And I do look forward to you smelling it. Still working on getting a bit of the juice here so you can have your first whiff. We've got that, and it's an unbelievable power that we're offering people to put on their bodies. But like you said, there's other people in the marketplace, and there's other people that had, I dare say, more photos to choose from for their marketing who were able to beat us on the marketing front. Yeah. I've got great news for you, Ando. I can 100% guarantee you, and this is a testament to your power here as a brand and as a face of a fragrance. Bublé's cracked. He's out of the game.
Is he?
Yep, he's out of the male fragrance game.
RSVP, I will not be attending.
My invitation for Michael Bublé is he's officially surrendered.
Really? Is he sold out?
No, I found out it's actually a women's fragrance. But isn't that a nice feeling?
To know that one of the big scalps is like...
When you think back to Friday, where we were fronting up for a war against Bublé, to now know, not a problem.
He's not even playing the same game.
He's walked off. He hasn't shown up to the final.
It's like
by refusing to do a male fragrance.
Heading into a league match this week and going, we got LeBron James. He's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
He actually plays basketball.
Yeah.
He doesn't play.
We're going to smash him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's having a show. He wouldn't because of the injury risk. He's very, very tall and he wouldn't play league. But that's a huge win. But with all good news must come sad news sometimes.
Oh, who is there? Someone else entering?
For every LeBron that walks off the field, sometimes a Kevin Durant can walk on. Yeah. Beckham's in there. Sorry. It turns out, Beckham's, and he's at Chemist Warehouse too. His fragrance is called Respect. Ironic, since he's shown none to us.
That hurts.
Yeah, and he's Beckham.
It's actually made me think, that I should be giving you 2 shots.
Would you?
No.
Fair call. I did trick you into doing this fragrance, so I'm going to have to expect some of this from my so-called brand ambassador that has signed a contract promising to do his best job. Here's the good bit, though. Yep. We can beat him on price. He retails for $49.95, and I don't think it's worth it.
Either do I.
I think he's charging too much for what he's delivering, because when you buy Andy by Hamish, you're getting an honest, working-class, smart casual fragrance for $29.95 on launch. That's a bloody bargain. Wait till you wrap your nostrils around it.
I don't know when it comes out. I haven't even smelt it, but you've...
all in good time, my beautiful friend.
You've created a scent.
Yes. Andy by Hamish.
You are using my name and likeness.
Well, you do get 51% of the profits. I think that's a very generous deal.
Well, I kind of don't think it is. I mean, what have you...
What have you don't have to do anything, champ.
What have you done?
What haven't I done? Pick the box, pick the bottle, pick the scent.
Yeah, but they just put it. They lay out 6, and you go,
5 actually.
5, exactly.
No, but I was a bit annoyed.
Right.
I was a bit annoyed at some. You saw me, Jack. I was furious at some of them, and they came very close to having to redo them. I'm the nose. I'm the one that can detect exactly the right level of
there wouldn't be another
spice,
nose
turmeric,
out there
clove.
In the world that gets 49%.
Mate, I'm also the CEO of the business, the marketing manager, the logistics manager. Trying to juggle all this, trying to juggle you. I've got to manage. I'm the talent manager.
Yeah. Anyway,
a very, very hard fought 49%. I would have thought of my profits.
Here's what I'm wrestling with. I don't want to help you. But you made me sign a contract. Not made me, sorry. I signed a contract.
In good faith.
In good faith sight unseen. I wasn't allowed to see the contract.
And
So
it
I
turns
will.
out to be one of the most beautiful presents a friend could get another friend.
No,
The
it's not.
gift of becoming a household name.
Anyway, no, it's not. The problem I have at the moment is I'm wildly bounced between not wanting to help you,
You are being a little bit difficult about this photo shoot
which
on
I'm
Friday.
enjoying,
Okay.
and then obviously knowing that my face will be everywhere.
Your face will be out there.
How to do, and people that don't have the context of this whole idea
Sure.
may walk in and see me on a bottle and think I'm serious. So I need to.
Well, I know.
ask-
Of course they will. And we are serious.
No, we're not.
Yes,
Look,
we are.
We're not.
Well,
That's
we're
the
deadly
problem. We're
serious
not.
because we're 15,000 bottles serious, okay? We're at 15,000 bottles serious. I want people to see it and to go, finally, he's done it. I want people to turn, I want someone in the shop to go, Barry, haven't I been saying this for years? And Barry will go, what, Cheryl?
Yep.
And she'll go, Andy Lee is the complete fragrance package. Look at those cheekbones. Look at that demeanour. The way he lives his life. He's a smart, casual fellow. He's never done a fragrance. And now he's a household name and he's dominating the fragrance industry and he's absolutely crushing respect by David Beckham and overpriced poor man's Andy by Hamish. I've said it.
Okay. Thanks.
And then Barry will go, settle down, Cheryl.
Hey, that's what I thought you'd say. I thought you'd carry on about how you are being serious when we're not. So this is what's forced me to do on the one day of photo shoot we've got.
Yeah.
I'm only going to be there for 10 minutes.
I know that. I can get it.
I was trying to think of things last night, what I can do in a photo to show that I'm not being serious. One of them is this.
Yep. Hand on your nose.
My nose on my thumb on my nose going Ernie, that kind of thing.
I've never heard the term Ernie associated with the thumb on the nose.
Nerny.
It could be nerny. I've heard that before. Haven't heard
That's
the
the
Ernie.
one. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, it's a photo.
So you're going, how can I, now that you've promised this one photo to me.
I'm there for 10 minutes. I'm going to keep my tongue out for the entire 10 minutes.
You mentioned this to me yesterday, and I don't want to get involved. I don't know what you think that looks like, but I don't want to get involved in some sort of
certainly
sabotage
doesn't look.
face-off.
It certainly does. I was just sticking my tongue out. It certainly doesn't look serious.
You'll back me into a corner, Ando, and you know that when I backed into a corner, I scratch. And I don't know what could happen, but do you reckon you can hold your tongue out for 10 minutes?
Well, I'm just saying, and
As a
unless I get
standoff.
more information about what the shoot is going to be and what
Look,
it looks
I
like,
mentioned to you yesterday,
I'm
want
going to rock up on the day,
Yeah.
may shave my head, and I'll hold my tongue out for 10 minutes.
all you're doing there is adding a huge bill to the photoshopping. Because then I'm going to have to put hair on you and I have to paint your tongue out and put lips back on you. And I'm going to have to make it look like it was done, it's going to have to be a good job. I won't be able to do that myself.
Yeah.
I'll have a go. Yeah. But I won't be able to do that myself.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
So-
you're a brand ambassador.
Yep.
You will be, I would think, and
And my brand's silly. I don't have a cool
they're
swap brand.
Andy by Hamish. That's not you're the brand ambassador for Andy by Hamish.
Yeah, and that's stupid. It's a stupid idea.
It's
and
smart
silly.
casual. It's cool. It's trumpet. It's hockey.
Yeah. It's scouts. Yeah.
It scouts when you're younger, but maybe staying in hotels when you're older. Okay? So it's being prepared when you're little and enjoying the finer things in life when you're a grown up. It's a smart casual 36-year-old man. It's having walks on the weekend with a girlfriend's dog, but I'm not holding the lead. And there's a lot of things to this brand. And for me, that's more of a smouldering look. It's not tongues out, it's tongues in. It's tongues in. It's tongues in because you
If
respect
you-
your tongue
Okay.
and you like to keep it moist for when you have to talk. Now, a smart casual man does not have his tongue hanging out the whole time.
I'll bring my tongue in if you change it to an 80-20 split.
Oh, that's been inked. We can't fiddle with the numbers. You've done very well.
We just do a side contract.
You've done very well. You've done very, very well.
Tongues out.
Think about it, mate, because you're dicing with Dad. You'll have to take it in at some point.
I'm sticking my tongue out.
I'm going to get you. You'll take it in at some point during the 10 minutes, and that's where we'll take the photo. You'll crack. If we could jump straight into the most pressing business of the day, though, Ando.
Yes.
We're 2 days away from the photo shoot for Andy by Hamish, Australia's newest fragrance and the most exciting fragrance, because it's, I think, the world's first smart casual fragrance for men.
Yeah.
There is no smart casual for women. We're working on that. Would you do
I mean, look.
Andy for women? We don't
It's-
know. We'll talk to you about it afterwards.
It's difficult because when you say that when there's no competition at the moment and most exciting, I mean,
I mean, there is competition.
David Beckham.
Respect is his fragrance.
Yes.
Which should be in quotation marks because he's not giving us any, and he should.
Exactly. There should be a bit more breathing space.
I don't want
our launch.
to spook you because I know the photo shoot's on Friday, and I've only got one photo to capture the image. There's been whispers of him dropping his price
to $29.99 as well.
I don't know what he's dropping it to. I know he's at $49.95, and I know we're going to be at $29.95.
Yeah,
but I don't.
That's smart and casual.
I don't want to get in your head. Yeah, at the moment, I think he's low level black tie.
Yeah,
at $49.95.
Yeah. Then they were saying Buddy Franklin apparently is doing something for Dior.
I didn't want you to hear that either.
Yeah,
he's the new face of Dior. His fragrance is called, and I'm not making this up, Very Cool.
No, it's not.
It is.
What?
That's
not true.
I wish I was lying. I thought it was sarcastic when I saw the hashtags. I was reading about it last night. People are like, "Hey, buddy, hashtag very cool." I'm like, "Well, he is," but I don't know what they're talking about here. But it's Dior Very Cool Body Spray is the cologne.
That is
okay,
hilarious.
I don't want this getting in your head.
It's not, mate. Very Cool seems to.
So do you think, is this good? Could you beat him?
This is great.
Here we go. Go, Ando.
I mean,
you're going to smash him. You're going to smash him, mate.
It's not about smashing Buddy
Franklin. Well, you are going to smash Buddy Franklin.
I mean,
you're going to smash him all over the place.
Anyone who refers to themselves as very cool.
The fragrance is very cool.
But again, it's the kind of thing when I've opened a present for my mum at Christmas, I'm looking at it and she goes, the lady at the shop told me it was very cool.
All the most handsome boys are wearing this. And this is where
Mum.
you can come in and...
Did you keep the receipt?
Very Cool is not smart casual.
No.
Very Cool's trying way too hard.
Way too hard.
Here's the thing, Endo. I was going to save that for Friday for you.
Is he wearing white pants in the photo shoot?
We can't see
Probably.
his pants from the ones I've seen.
He would be.
That's more nautical formal.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But here's the
That's
best.
very cool, though.
Here's the best news for you. I read an article that said he admitted he was nervous in front of the camera.
Yep.
So going into Friday, that's your head should just be going, look, Buddy couldn't do it, but I can.
They probably used a lot of his body, though, I'd imagine.
He's
muscular.
clothed. He's clothed.
But you probably can see his muscles, etc.
Well, I believe he gave them more than one shot. I've seen two already. Yeah. So I know. So
yeah.
That's what Dior's doing.
That's pretty uncool.
Now, seems a bit desperate. On my side of the fence, I'm trying to launch a fragrance here with a model that's only letting me click the camera once.
One shot, one
kill.
Click,
15,000 bottles to sell.
Yeah.
Obviously it's 2 days away. Yeah. I've focused a lot on getting you in the right headspace.
I just need to know what the campaign is. Because at the moment, as I said, I'm going to try and hold my tongue out for 10 minutes.
You're trying to sabotage the photo.
Well,
you threatened to shave your head.
Yeah, but Beck said I can't do it. I got home.
Thank God.
And I said,
I haven't even talked to Beck about this.
I said to Beck, let's do it. Let's shave my head. And she's like, no, I'm not being a part of this. I said, come on, it'll be great.
Actually, I'm detecting a bit of anger there because here, I've whisked you out of her life. Yeah. She had you all to herself, and now I'm forcing her to share you with Australia.
Yeah. Anyway,
as a sexy symbol. Not a sex symbol, but a sexy symbol.
So she said, just don't do something permanent. Don't shave your head. So we threw around the idea of growing a Charlie Chaplin moustache or something like that. But
I'll pin you down and clip it. There's nothing in the contract that says I can't manhandle you on the day. Here's the thing, Ando. I need the image on the bottle. You're giving me one photo. That doesn't mean I can't take
I'll be there for 10 minutes.
It doesn't mean I can't take a big photo, then use bits and pieces for other stuff. Because I need this to be the bottle image, the posters in the front of Chemist Warehouse, on the shelf, at the counter. It's got to do a lot of stuff. Yep. Cardboard cutouts. Yep. People are going to nick them, take them home, do whatever to them. No. And I encourage that. It's a good bit of fun. But I need to know. You're obviously got to be in smart casual. It's a smart casual fragrance.
What is the idea for the photo shoot? Just tell me what the idea is, and then maybe I can...
It's you?
Yes.
I mean, it's a wild card because I don't know what I'm getting on the day. I might get a guy that won't look at the camera.
I'll do what I'm told.
You'll follow instructions? Mm-hmm. Stop picking your tongue out. What are you practicing? You're sticking your tongue out at me.
It's my only weapon. All I'm saying is if things go sideways,
I would like to
I'm
know from people. I've had a lot of people emailing and suggesting what smart casual is, right? I've got people going, it's... like sending in pieces like Ryan Gosling in a T-shirt with a jacket on. That, for me,
sounds very cool.
That's cool. That's sort of cool formal.
Yeah. Cool formal? No, it's not. Formal's for a tie, mate.
I've had a few people go, get him in a tuxedo undone. Yeah. No, that's scruffy black tie. That's scruffy formal.
That's formal.
Someone said make him wear a golf outfit. That's sports formal. That's not smart casual.
Yeah, exactly.
13, 10, 60.
If you'd gone Andy by Hamish
Sports formal.
a sports formal fragrance for men.
Wear
Then-
golf.
Yeah,
But
or
it's not a sports formal fragrance.
A formal aftermath fragrance for men. That's tie undone in a tux.
I want people on 131060 to tell me, what is smart casual? What's the outfit we have here? What does smart casual mean to people?
It doesn't have to be just an outfit. I mean, what is smart casual?
On the bottle,
what
it would
says
just be
smart casual to you?
I've got an idea of something I need you holding, but I want ideas for your clothes. I want people to give me the smart casual feeling for your clothes.
Will you give us the idea for the holding?
I will after this, yeah.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Ham, this is helpful. It's nice to get the people's input because you've been giving me donuts with regards to what you think the campaign is going to be.
Well, I'm at the mercy of whether or not you behave on the photo shoot on Friday.
You haven't told anyone what you think the campaign's going to be.
Visions, Ando, are like cakes. You never know when you're going to get one, but they're always fun when you do.
Birthdays, you got a fair idea you might grab one?
Excluding birthdays. They're like surprise cakes. And my vision's beginning to hit today, which is great. In plenty of time. I'm the photographer for your photo shoot on Friday.
The birthday's Friday then. We must have a cake by then.
We'll have a cake. Andy, by Hamish, the marketing material. I have to get all my marketing material out of one click of the camera. That's the condition you've given me. You're the face of this fragrance. And fluctuate between being a world-class piece of meat that I can sell fragrance with, which is why I'm in this business, but also quite a difficult bit of talent sometimes. And who threatens to shave his head or grow a Charlie Chaplin mustache and other curveballs.
That is exactly my emotional roller coaster. It goes between don't wanting to do this because it's nothing I'd ever do, and then realising, though...
This is a great gift from a best friend, and it's a great way to get your name out there.
Photo that will be everywhere. So people without context that perhaps aren't listening to the radio show might see me and go...
You want to do a good job because this is a sweet little nest egg for after radio.
Cody on 131060. Cody.
It's a smart casual fragrance, Cody. What does smart casual mean to you? What do I put Andy in?
Well, ahoy, lads, and
Ahoy.
happy birthday, Andy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cody. No need, though. I don't celebrate them.
Every day's a birthday codes.
I reckon he should be wearing a pair of beige chinos and a Hawaiian top.
Yep.
Each extreme.
I'm not going to put him in a... Thank you for your suggestion, Cody. I'm not going to put him in a Hawaiian shirt because
this is... It's not smart. With all due respect to the Hawaiians, it's not smart. It's casual.
That's silly. That's silly Saturdays.
Well, people say, let's go for a relaxation.
Yeah, there's no smartness to that.
No smartness to
The
that.
chinos are getting a suit pants and a Hawaiian shirt. I'd agree is a mix of smart casual.
Yep.
But even then, you've just got to foot in both camps. I mean, we had someone in also just now email just casual clothes with a lounge jacket slung over his shoulder. But to me, that's lounge neutral. That's not smart casual. Page 131060.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, Paige. What is smart
Happy birthday,
casual?
Andy. So I think smart would be a collared button-up. I think button-up's essential, with the casual aspect being a short sleeve.
Oh, okay.
That.
So like Pee Wee Herman.
Don't mind that.
With optional bottoms between jeans, chino, etc. But
Paige, I mean, it also that exact shirt is associated with geeks a lot.
Not at all.
Yes, it is. But and school uniforms.
Yeah, year 12s.
Yeah,
weren't you king of the school? You were games captain.
When there's not many.
Do you want to wear your school uniform with sneakers? You never would. You get a detention. The fragrance is not called Friday Detention by Andy Lee. Alex, 131060. You've got a bit more intel on smart casual here.
I do. So my dad ran a nightclub all through the 90s into the early 2000s that the dress code was smart casual.
Awesome. It hasn't changed, I wouldn't have thought.
Changed.
I don't think so. I think he was quite a mogul for setting the trend for the whole place.
What kind of outfit could you find yourself getting past the bouncers? What's your dad's nightclub's name?
It was called Brentley's.
Brentley's. Nice.
If you're charging down to Brentley's for a smart casual
People
night...
might think you are saying it's Brett Lee's, the cricketer.
Alex, what kind of outfit would get you past the bouncers?
All right. Well, so my dad had a staple outfit, and I'm going to burst your bubble a bit here because I'm going to have to agree with the first caller on the Hawaiian shirt. But you need to expand what you think of when you think of Hawaiian shirt. So don't think like something you'd pick up at Lowe's. but like, you know, a more trendy, like maybe all hot chili peppers is one of the ones I remember he used to wear all the
that
time.
level of trendy.
That level of trendy. But
Hashtag very cool by Buddy Franklin.
exactly. With the suit pants.
Yes.
And my dad used to rock a very highly polished pair of cowboy boots on the bottom.
Wow.
Wow.
Gangster smart casual.
Exactly. And the occasional gold chain
I think
glistening through the chest
You've
hair.
I'd
described
say that's
most
more-
of the baddies in Breaking Bad. You've described most of the
that-
Mexican drug runners in Breaking Bad.
It does sound a little bit more like festive horsemen as opposed to smart casual.
Yeah,
It's
that's not
worth
smart
a think.
casual.
Alex, just can I ask a quick question here? Al,
Absolutely.
is there
Where was the night?
was there a lot of cash in the smart casual game?
Is there a lot of cash in the smart casual game?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
bingo. That's what I'm trying to tell Andy here. He's a little nest egg for after radio, and he won't listen to me or appreciate.
This is smart casual now.
Are you
isn't it?
kidding me? That's slops. That's
What?
casual slops.
I'm just wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
That's casual slops, mate.
Slops.
Well, it's slops, yeah. You got slops on.
What brings this? Why? What brings this slops?
Well, you just got a loose jean, a Reebok sneaker, and a grey t-shirt, and a hat. You're not wearing a hat in the shoot. Your hair's going to be done properly, Daniel. I'm not taking Australia's #1 sexy symbol, not a sex symbol, just a sexy symbol, and putting him out there with bad hair. Sorry, Dan. Oh,
Hello, boys.
Sorry, Dan. No need to giggle along at home being a doofus. But anyway, what does smart casual mean to you?
I believe smart casual is what you get as a classroom teacher, just your typical classroom teacher, what they wear.
okay. Teacher outfit.
At I say at a public primary school, or are we
At
talking
a primary school, yeah. So I'm doing prac at the moment, prac at a primary school. Yep. And one of our things we have to do is wear smart casual. It says on the tasks to do is wear smart casual.
What are you wearing right now?
And right now I'm wearing a button-up shirt with a sweater over the top, so the collar is like popping over the sweater.
Okay.
Then I'm wearing chinos, blue chinos, but I sometimes wear cream-coloured chinos, and then just riding
stop
boots
him.
or smart boots. Just riding.
Smart boots. Dan, here's what I can lock in now to the people. A shirt will be involved. And I don't mind the idea of a boot, like an R.M. William. Is that a smart casual boot?
Well,
Sort of
how wide are you going?
Well, I'm going to get full body.
Yep.
On the bottle, it's just going to be your head, but I need my cardboard cutout shot too. Can I tell you, Ando, what I want you holding?
Yes. After this break.
Okay. It's the two pillars. I want you holding the two pillars. It's two things.
Hamish and Andy.
One is smart. One is casual.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
We've just heard what smart casual is to people, and that's the area of the market that you want to target for.
It's what Andy by Hamish, the fragrance. Well, it's a smart casual fragrance. That's already written on the box.
Yep.
And that's the area that I think
So
the men of Australia are going, I have a black tie scent and I have an all day mucking around at, on the
Going to
work
the gym.
site. I got my gym scent.
Yeah.
I got Lynx Africa. But what's my smart casual scent that I can dress up, dress down for the reasonable price of $29.95?
So no one would wear this scent to a red carpet event?
They would. They would. That's the beauty of it.
Okay.
It's actually, it can be well dressed up.
You can dress it up.
It's a white shirt, and that's why you're almost definitely going to be in some sort of white shirt.
Okay.
I think. I'm just waiting for the vision to crystallize in my head. That's why I'm looking at you a bit weird. I'll try and have it for you to buy tomorrow. I don't know if you're going to be in a white shirt with a zip-up sweater or not, but I want you holding two things.
What? In the one in each hand?
I think so. I think...
What, barbecue tongs and a spatula or something? That's smart casual.
Well, no, that's casual. That's barbecue casual.
Okay.
I want you holding the two pillars of smart and casual. Smart is easy.
Yeah.
Telescope. Just a casual, like a brass telescope
But that's
over your shoulder.
That's a different type of smart.
No, because it means you're on the lookout for stuff. You're intelligent.
No, it's like that represents
You might be looking at
intellect.
the stars.
That represents intellect,
Yeah,
not
which
neat.
is smarts.
Okay.
Like a brass telescope, maybe over one shoulder. Like someone might have a cricket bat or a hobo might have a stick with the thing on it. But what are you holding over the other shoulder? That's what I'm struggling with.
I don't think you
the
have to
casual
hold.
bit.
I don't think you have to hold two things. Like that would be my point. Is
First, I was going to go golf club and telescope, But a golf club in itself might be a bit formal. It's not casual enough. I need something
Who's taking a golf club to a black tie event?
But it might, well, it's a bit elite.
Bit uppity.
I want something that's more casual. I was thinking a string of sausages. But can we do an artistic and beautiful photo shoot that inspires people to buy this fragrance if we've got you there with a telescope and sausages? It feels a bit busy. It's beginning to feel a bit busy. I need a stick-based object.
So you want me to like
casual.
this?
Yeah, I want you both like one in each hand, both resting on your shoulders. Then I focus on your face, and we catch a glint of it out of focus behind your head.
You said it's meant to represent me.
Do you want a hockey stick?
Haven't had a sausage this week and never used a telescope.
You know about them.
I do like sausages.
Well, sorry, I meant telescopes, but yeah, you know about sausages. What's your favourite food? Tell me a bit. Who is Andy? I mean, all right. I'll let you have a bit of input into the brand, and I'll see if it gels with what I'm thinking about.
I will do.
Do you want a hockey stick and a
telescope?
Do you want a net? I mean, I know you're taken, but the feeling will be that you put this on, and or you might maybe a shield.
Yeah, right.
Because it's so powerful.
A telescope and a shield.
That people will be throwing themselves at you. You need a shield. Do you know what? Okay. Actually, got it. This is. Thank you for coming to the brainstorm because I think your presence has helped me.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna have you in a white shirt, but with a bulletproof vest underneath it, because it's like get ready.
Yeah,
people are gonna want to get at you.
Yeah, okay.
It's like you'll need to like people are going to be lunging at you if you have this fragrance on, but it's just a hint of that. It's not over the top.
A hint of the flak jacket.
So you got a bulletproof vest under your white top,
holding a telescope.
Maybe holding a telescope. It's getting busy. I'm just thinking about Buddy Franklin's shoot that he did for Christian Dior.
Yeah.
They didn't give him any props. They just let him be the brand.
Yep.
Am I forcing Andy? Am I adding too many things to Andy? Would we put a bit of sauce on your lips? So it's like, all right, I've just had a pie, but now I'm well behaved.
That's slops. If there's anything that says slops, that's that.
We dress you up a bit, but we put sauce on you. I might pop a bit of sauce on you.
I tell you what, after...
I'm thinking black and white. A sauce smear on your shirt, for me, and then Jack, you can throw your 2 cents in here too. For me, that's casual. A stained shirt.
That's because all your shirts are like that.
And I'm a casual guy.
That doesn't say me at all.
Sometimes you have stains on you.
That's not true at all.
I've seen you stained.
No, you haven't.
No, you haven't. I've seen you stained, mate. Trust me.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Hey, let's put the photo shoot aside for a bit.
I think creative stuff is there.
You and I both were in a bit of agreement, though, when we went to that song, that perhaps you were losing a little touch as to who I was.
If I'm going to do a photo shoot for Andy by Hamish, you're right. I do need to have a bit of the whole reason I started this fragrance, which is to encapsulate who you are. Maybe you're not. Maybe the flak jacket, the shield, the telescope, the sausages, the sauce. There's too many elements in that photo, so I'm putting it. Nothing's locked in except the shirt.
Can we?
Which is huge news. If you're just tuning in, Andy will be photographed in his shirt at least on Friday. But let's put it to the side.
Can we lock it in tomorrow, please?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'll agree. I'll agree or not agree tomorrow to the terms.
Well, you have to come anyway, so
I'm going to come, but I'm saying that
gotcha.
You don't want to.
Tomorrow's the day.
You're on a fight on set.
I'll refine a few of the ideas overnight. And tomorrow, very important shoot. Fragrance Andy by Hamish, coming to stores just in time for Father's Day. But whilst that's still a couple of months away, the marketing material needs to get made now. Obviously, we've got factories, got 15,000 bottles of this stuff.
Too many.
Ready to grace the necks of the men of Australia. It's a smart casual fragrance. The photo shoot's tomorrow. People would have heard us possibly discussing this. One shot you're allowing me.
Yep.
Tomorrow, and I promised a lot of things to get you in the mood. Amongst other things, I said I'm going to have I think I mentioned Peking Duck might be DJing.
Well, are they? I mean, you didn't mention that, but
I wanted to get Peking Duck, or I wanted to get a good DJ.
I don't care about this.
This is for vibe.
I know all this circus around the shot. I don't care about. Just tell us exactly who, what you want me to do.
A guy called Gary's DJing.
Good for Gary.
Which might be the name of his company. He does 21st and stuff like that. So
great for Gary.
He'll be good for vibe. I also promised. Can I get you some of the Carlton Football Club footy players?
You didn't promise me that. You said they're going to.
I promised you I'll ask the question, and I did earlier. Rang one of your favourite players, Bryce Gibbs.
Okay.
And had a chat to him about coming down with a few of the boys. This is how it went. I made some promises to kind of G him up a bit that Might have a few of the guys from Carlton there just playing kick to kick during the photo shoot, just for vibe.
Just to get around him.
I don't know if you guys are free around about 11 on Friday.
I'll have to have a look at the schedule.
Yeah. Even if you've got stretching or weights or whatever, you let me know and I could get. I mean, what do you need? Just dumbbells and stuff? Or is it more complicated than that? Like, I could reschedule a weight session there.
We do. I reckon we do have a half day Friday.
Yeah. I mean, look, whatever you can do.
How long does it go for?
He's only on set for 10 minutes. I think he's only going to be there about 11:30. So I really want him to walk in. I've got someone with a snake. I've got an ice sculpture, a DJ. You know, if a couple of the Carlton boys were there, I think he'd just get right into that mood.
Easy. No worries at all.
Boom.
Don't distract Bryce Gibbs,
Yep.
who's playing very well at the moment, with this type of nonsense.
Ando, I'm not distracting him because the conversation went on. If I can just get you a bit excited, we then started talking men's fragrances. Have a listen. What do you wear personally, cologne-wise?
I've got a Marni code at the moment I'm running.
Can I ask if you're happy with it?
It was a present, so I sort of got to be.
So it was an accidental fall into.
Yeah.
When you're running low, talk to me, and I'd be very interested in.
I'm happy to substitute straight away. I can work around that.
You'd bench the Armani code.
I could do that.
I can't wait to get you and the guys a bottle of it. Does Carlton have an official fragrance sponsor?
Not that I know of.
Interesting, really interesting. Because I'd love to get a few bottles down to the club, and that way when Ando comes into the locker rooms like after a game, for him to smell his own fragrance. I mean, can you imagine?
He'd be pretty wrapped with that.
He'd be pretty wrapped with that if like sweat, deep heat, and that, and Andy by Hamish is the waft of the locker room.
Yep.
That'd blow his mind.
I like your thinking.
I like what I'm hearing. Gibbsy.
Again.
How's that, Ando? Look at you.
Fine.
This is like a kid at Christmas time.
No, it's not.
Your favourite footy players are going to be wearing Andy by Hamish.
I'm embarrassed that you've asked them to.
They're going to be
that.
chasing each other around the locker room, spraying each other, and then running back going, spray me more.
Just tell me what we're doing for the photo shoot.
I've got your outfit list.
Yes, what shot? What is the shot?
Yep. I've got your wardrobe requirements.
Yes.
And the exact shot.
And I'll tell you whether I'm going to do that straight after this song.
Well, you will do it.
No.
Well, Bryce Gibbs will be there.
I don't care.
Don't make me look silly in front of Gibbsy.
You're making me look silly in front of you.
They're coming down, have a bit of kick to kick, and have a bit of fun. So you
I'll
can
tell you after
they might be
this.
doing a weight session.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Tomorrow, I will arrive at a photo shoot at 11. I'll have left by 11:40. I'll only be on set for 10 minutes.
Yep.
It'll be timed, and I'll only give you one shot. You get one click of the camera, and then I'm out of here. That is enough to be sufficient for the job that you've contracted me to be, which is the model for your fragrance.
The face of Andy by Hamish.
Yep.
Our fragrance, Ando, a gift from me to you.
It's not.
I'm the brains and the nose.
It's a nuisance.
You're the face and the absolute moneymaker of this whole enterprise. That's why you get the majority.
It's a flaming paping bag on my front doorstep at the moment. I'm just trying to pull it out delicately without getting too much poop on my foot.
And if you do get poop on your foot, boy, do I have just the right fragrance for you to spray on your neck to distract people from your poop foot.
Anyway.
And there's a lot of pressure, obviously.
Just tell us this has been another week. Just tell us what the photo shoot is.
A lot of pressure on this image because you will be on the bench, you'll be on the shelf, as they call it.
Do you want me clean shaven or not?
I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind. There's not too much damage you can do from here till tomorrow. Actually, let's get you clean shaven because I can put a beard on you in post if I need to.
Do you want hair washed or not?
No, you buff.
Okay.
I'll have hair and makeup there, but I don't want buff.
Okay.
Don't shave your head.
Yes.
Can you please not get a haircut?
I won't. Bex told me I'm not allowed to shave my head.
Yeah, there was talk of that as a protest move.
Yes.
Here's your outfit. There's been a lot of toing and froing about what smart casual is, because this is a smart casual fragrance for men. It was after consultation with Jack that I realigned my vision and tried to just pull it back maybe a bit more to basics.
Well, it's meant to encapsulate me, and you had me holding a telescope and some sausages in the other hand.
That was smart and casual.
Yeah.
Now, I realise not everyone would have immediately gone, oh, telescope, smart, sausages, casual. I get that. I've pulled it back. White shirt.
Yes. Formal white shirts.
No, it's casual.
Okay.
It's my casual. Blazer. Or like jacket.
Not...
Do you have a jacket? I need you on a
collar. I might
collar.
bring my own wardrobe.
Can you? I mean, I can get
what model
Good
has
ones
to do
do.
that. No, that's not true at all.
Good
they
ones
rock
do
up.
that. The best ones do.
Often
They wouldn't
in a
tell you.
robe.
They wouldn't tell you what. Well, mate, what stores are going to be open tonight?
You had a week. You've organised an ice sculpture.
The vision didn't come to me till now.
Okay, what do you want? A blazer?
Just
And a
you've got
watch.
what you wore to your high school thing the other night. That was pretty smart casual. When Jack and I gate crashed your
I thought that
award
was
ceremony.
semi-formal.
Okay, look, bring a t-shirt as well.
Okay.
Can you bring? Have you got a white t-shirt?
Yes.
Great. Oh, don't be angry. Why are you so snippy?
Because
you
I've
so
asked you
snippy?
for a week as to what you want.
I was waiting for the vision.
Okay, what's the vision then?
White shirt or white t-shirt. Bring that little jacket you had on at your thing. Normal
it's
pants.
a regular size jacket, everyone.
Normal pants.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to help you out here.
Yeah.
Some boots. Not the Timberlands, okay?
Yes.
You're not a rapper. Some normal...
A boot. A nice...
A dress boot.
Okay.
And I see, you might notice I'm not making you wear a bulletproof vest anymore under your shirt.
Yeah.
Because we
I
wanted
like
to have
that
that.
idea, though.
Thing about the vest is I'll have to get a t-shirt that's much bigger for you and it could be tricky. I'm going to have the bulletproof vest there.
Yeah. I can't believe he can't get me a shirt, but he's having the bulletproof vest there. This is... You're so out of whack with what you should have been paying
You do
attention
clothes.
to.
I've got the ice sculpture. I've got the football players, the
Okay,
snake.
so... Yep.
Bring your trumpet.
I'm
You
not sure
said
if
yesterday when I said have a telescope, you said this doesn't represent me.
Do you think...
Jack, I
I
can't...
don't think the trumpet
I haven't even
represents
told him
smart
about the
casual.
horse.
What? Horse? Am I on a horse for this thing?
Look, what's the most smart casual thing in the world?
Not a guy on a horse with a trumpet in his head.
Just a horse.
Yeah.
A horse you can dress up, you can dress down. You can have a horse in the outback. You can also have a horse at Royal Ascot. The horse is the most malleable of all the animals. Horses can go black tie.
Yep.
They can be on a work site. They could be digging for gold.
Yep.
You never know where a horse is going to pop up and in what setting.
You've got...
I don't have a horse, but this is what I'm trying to tell
Is
you.
it a horse or not?
I was going to make you sit on a horse, and Jack said, just calm down.
Yep.
Calm down.
Of a
Just get a normal photo.
Okay.
We're going for more normal.
So there's no horse.
There's a chance I'll superimpose a horse behind you, but I won't have a live horse on the photo shoot, mostly because I couldn't get one because the vision didn't come to me till today. I had a dream about it last night.
And also, you got one shot.
And the horse did seem... You might be adding an element of trickery.
So what am I holding?
Maybe a trumpet, maybe a telescope, maybe a beer, maybe the reins of a horse who'll be digitally imposed later. But the good news for you is you're in a fairly normal outfit. Because the bottle shot's just going to be your head.
Yes.
This is the other marketing stuff that might have the horse and the
But
trumpet
what
in it.
says that this is a joke? I think we need something that says that this is a joke because obviously people who don't listen to the radio
It's not a
show
joke.
might see. Stop saying it's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
Because I
Well,
don't
it's not a
want
joke
people
to the people working in the fragrance factory whose careers depend on this. It's not a joke to me who's trying to launch a successful fragrance. It's no joke to you who next year is out of a job and is clinging on to your perfume money.
Time for the news. Hamish Andy. Unbelievable.
Bring horse boots. If the boots match the horse, just in case.
Hands off Friday, everyone! Hamish Andy to drive you home. And look, it's already been a large day for Ham, your new venture.
My gift to you, Ando.
Stop saying that.
It's a gift to you.
It's not so.
Here it is.
Okay, it's a gift that no, I don't like.
Andy.
It's a poor gift.
Andy by Hamish, Australia's newest fragrance. Smart casual fragrance. Not going to work without the promotional material, is it? And what do you need for a fragrance? You need the shot. You need the face. You need the model. You need the guy. If it's Andy, if that's the brand, where's Andy? That's what people will be saying till today. Today was the photo shoot.
I was coming to set. You and Jack were already there. Hats off to, like I was going to say to both of you, but for you, Ham, you met my demands
Jack can take his hat off.
as a model.
Yep.
You
made some pretty specific demands. You wanted
said-
a limo. You wanted bacon and egg rolls.
I said that if it's I said all travel had to be by limo, or by jet, private jet if it was on location.
We were 2 Ks away from your house.
Yeah, so
A bit of a cost saver for
but,
us.
a limousine did pick me up this morning. I demanded a bacon and egg roll if it was before 12 o'clock, and that was sitting in there. There was a bottle of champagne in there that I didn't touch.
Good for you, professional.
And yeah, I did. I kind of came in this morning thinking, well, if Hayden's pretending that I'm a model, I better pretend as well.
Well,
I was
I don't
trying
know
to get in that headspace.
What else I would call the very good-looking guy that I'm taking a photo of that's going to be on the front of a fragrance to sell 15 thou bottles.
Anyway, you and Jack were at the studios.
We had our hands full trying to organise everything at our end. All the Vibe, all the stuff we'd organised for Vibe before you got there.
And I was in a limousine on my way.
Linda Evangelista, I think it was her, that said that she doesn't get out of bed for less than $10,000 a day. But yeah, I'll get out of bed for a bacon and egg roll, which is actually quite delicious.
Well, let's do a roll call of what's here. The DJ with all his equipment, and he's got lights. So you probably need to turn them off during the shoot, I think, so you don't have orange lights and stuff.
Definitely, that's a worry.
Yeah. And then also...
We've got a smoke machine too, which I've had to just say was not necessary.
Yeah. And then also when we're recording like radio stuff with Andy...
Can't have the music.
You've got to turn the music right down.
It's nice to have Gary here, though.
No, he's good. Then we've got the ice sculpture, which is...
elaborate.
100-kilogram sculpture of
100
Andy.
kilo. Woohoo! Got the big one. It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Andy's going to come in and see himself as ice. You know why I thought the ice sculpture was clever in the end? Because Buddy Franklin's fragrance is very cool.
Yes.
Andy's going to come in and go, hang on, buddy. You might be very cool, but I'm ice cool.
You want Andy to say that joke when he comes in?
No, mentally to himself. I think he'll get the symbolism that I've now made an Andy out of ice.
Yep.
He's therefore already better than Buddy Franklin. That's exactly the mindset I want him taking as we put him on the mark.
The burgers, chips, milkshakes.
They're yummy.
Great touch. You got way more than we need, but...
Hey, last thing we want is a hungry Andy. It's good to be prepared. Got our models down there, our other models.
Yeah, are we saying they're regular models?
They're beautiful looking guys,
Yeah.
but Ando will see them and go, okay, I'm amongst friends.
Yep. And they're dressed smart casual as well?
They're dressed exactly what Andy will be wearing, which is great. And he'll sort of look at him and go, okay, I'm one of the guys.
I'm giving him 40 minutes. Half an hour of whatever he wants in the lead up. 10 minutes on set, then I'm out of it.
Probably his favourite thing of all these extra little bits you got going was going to be the Carlton Football Club kicking the footy around.
Yep.
They're not here.
No, I got a text from them this morning. They have a club meeting. And then they said they were going to do a video to pump him up.
Where's the video?
I guess they're just busy. They're busy guys.
Right.
Mate, I mean, remember, my job isn't just to set up Vibe. My actual job's photographer. So I've actually done like 100 things.
Well,
today.
I'm actually worried that you're worrying too much about all this extra stuff and you haven't even...
So take it as a good sign that I didn't get Carlton here because I'm thinking too much about the photo shoot.
Okay.
Will you agree to take it as a good sign?
I'll take that as a good sign.
I don't know why, but I'm like a little bit nervous. Yeah, I think it's because when you go into something that's just like so out of what you would normally want to be doing. And it's part that and part that Hamish is actually in charge of this.
Go and have some practice behind the camera. Everything else looks great.
I took a few test shots of you. I noticed you were using your phone on your camera phone to take shots off the screen so you could have those photos.
You saw that. Yes, I also asked if he could email me those test pictures.
Because you want free professional photos.
I thought it looked good as an Instagram profile picture.
This is unbelievable. Get your hand and go, this is about Andy.
And I really hope Haim's not spending our money on all this extra bullshit in the lead up to this and around it.
And there's a lot of rumours going around that I might have overspent on today's shoot. But as I look around, everything is a legitimate expense. All right, Vibe is up. Vibe's feeling good. We got the 95 grand final on. We got our burgers and fries. We got a snake in the house getting ready for our model. Here we go. Woo!
Vibe was sky high, Ando.
Yeah.
People, if they're near Facebook or Instagram or Twitter at the moment, can see a video that we just put up of the Vibe,
Yes.
the build-up,
Yes.
before you were to get to the photo shoot. After this song, we'll hear you arriving, your first thoughts.
Yep.
It'd be interesting. I want people to listen out for how kind of flat your mood is when you arrive.
Yep.
And then you're popping and fizzing by the end of it because the vibes work.
Yeah, look.
To the trained ear, they'll hear that.
It's after this, everyone.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
We had a big task today, Ando. I had a huge task, and so did you, because...
Not really.
Well, that's why you get paid the majority of the money from the fragrance, because if this photo didn't work for Andy by Hamish, today's photo shoot, and there was only one shot to get it, we got nothing.
I did put extra pressure on you by saying, in my part of my model demands, that you're only allowed one click of the camera.
That's unusual, I've learned, in the model world.
And I was only on the set for 10 minutes tops. So you had 10 minutes to get it right. You didn't quite know what you were doing, but
That's an unfair criticism.
Let's go to
that's a man that didn't understand a process when he saw one. Now that might not have been the way you attacked it, Andy, but I had a very interesting creative process. Here's you getting out of the limo.
Yes, we
you
picked things
arrived.
up. This is before the arrival because you'd put so much time into useless stuff surrounding the photo shoot that you said was important for vibe, including an ice sculpture and a lady with a snake around her
Good on
head.
you, Cherie. And can I just mention to you that you're wearing a onesie, you got sunnies on and some sort of American baseball hat as you got out of the limo. So you really you're
I was
embracing it.
trying to embrace it, get it in the
Really
model.
embracing it.
Good morning, Miss Lee. Thank you for joining me. Here's your fries and here's a shake for you.
Thanks, grab my bags.
Jack, get his bags. I think you're going to love what we've got set up for you, sir.
You're on the clock. You're 30 seconds in.
Okay.
I've got a stopwatch going.
So 30 minutes before you step on?
Yeah.
Loving this look. Love this confidence.
I thought I'd
Wait
have
to see the ugly models.
Are you actually doing that?
They're pretty just regular guys.
Yeah, I think it's a bit rough. I don't think we should have.
They love it.
I'm not sure if they do.
No, they do. They're in the time of their life. They're just eating
I
free
thought we
food.
were just joking in the studio about that. But...
No expense spared. Won't you see how much this has cost? All right, everyone, the champ is here. High five. Okay, guys. Don't be disappointed. I'm sure he loved it. I'll go and talk to him.
Andy quickly bypassed the studio and hid away in the makeup room. But Hamish soon lured him back out so he could play with the snake, Lola.
Is it just me, or is Andy really getting into the vibe?
I mean, I thought he was going to ignore all your props and extras, bits of circus zazz, but he likes the snake, doesn't he?
Look at it. What did I tell you? Snake is never dull.
Should the snake be in the photo?
Does this say smart casual?
Not quite.
This is not quite smart casual, is
It's
it?
not quite smart casual, but we're certainly closing in on it, champ. I know you've got it in you today. Are you seeing the ice sculpture?
No.
Turn around and enjoy seeing yourself. Hashtag cooler than very cool. Not cheap, so really enjoy it.
That is the biggest waste of money. And look, can I say to everybody...
You don't even know how much I wasted.
Can I just say to everybody, sorry for being
Keep the
here.
vibe up, guys.
Sorry.
Keep the vibe up. Enjoy the food.
Sorry,
Have some fun.
sorry that he's wasted your time.
Okay, let's get him into hair and makeup, guys. Keep the vibe up. Everyone keep dancing. Free time, drinks. Enjoy the sculpture. Oh, getting close.
Hadn't even introduced you to the other models yet.
Yes, saw those fellows. They're sitting there.
3 average blokes.
Yeah.
From an agency that specialises in your non-traditional, your non-chiseled, your non-abbed models, like regular people.
Yep.
For you to come out, for them to be dressed similar to you, to pump you up.
Certainly the most awkward part of the experience was that
it's coming
today,
up.
and
It's
it's coming up. So let's stick around through this song. And look, we should tell everyone you can head to the social pipes.
Yeah.
Web Geezer Jez is continuing to upload parts of the day. Whirlwind for me, Ham, because I really was on the clock. I bought in a stopwatch.
Wait till I show you the shot, Ando.
Yeah, I've never seen it
I
yet.
can't wait to show you the shot.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
People have just tuned in. Welcome.
Welcome.
But,
This
Ham,
morning, big day.
Big day. You are launching a fragrance where,
We are, Ando. It's my gift to you.
unbeknownst to me, I'm the face and the name of.
Andy by Hamish.
You've been working on it since January, and
Yeah.
I've granted you one marketing shoot of 40 minutes, 30 minutes hair and makeup, 10 minutes on set for the actual photo, and you're only allowed one click of the camera.
Now, those were your conditions that I agreed to. Contractually, you were bound to try your, quote, best.
Do you think I did try my
Okay.
best when I was there?
In hindsight, overall, I will give you a pass mark. There were moments when I couldn't help but feel like my meat was digging its heels in.
Stop calling me meat.
You're the
and-
face. You're the face of the product, and it's mostly your face is meat.
Okay.
There's some bone in
Anyway,
there.
we pick things up where I started the stopwatch as soon as I got out of the limousine.
Yeah.
Another one of my demands. And I think we pick up the action where time is ticking down. I've had makeup done.
Yeah.
And
You were getting dressed,
I was getting dressed, and you were there just watching me get dressed.
monitoring the meat,
Which was weird.
dressing the meat.
It was like checking the meat to
That's
see
funny
its
that you say
temperature.
dress, because for me, that's marinating.
Yeah.
The meat, see what the meat was hopping into
Yeah.
to make sure it was what I wanted for the shoot.
And we pick up the action now as I'm getting changed, and you are trying to work out what the shoot
No,
is
had it
going
in
to
my
be.
head. Had it in my
All
head.
right, people can be the judge.
I feel a bit like, probably feel how like Da Vinci felt while he was mixing his paints before he painted the Mona Lisa. You feel good?
I feel regular. Have you thought about what you want?
Yes. Okay, we know what you're wearing, but what are you holding?
Yeah.
Current options are trumpet, telescope, and beer. Now, my instinct is to try and get you to hold all three, but that's difficult.
And then as far as what do you want out of the face?
I like what the face is doing now.
Do you want smiling or not?
What's the face doing now?
It's just being
Smirking.
It's
That's it. Save it for out there. Put your shirt on. Come on, you're on the clock.
Thanks very much. Do you want shirt in or shirt out? Tucked in or... See, tucked in is smart, but out is casual, so you've got to choose between the two of them.
Half in, half out. This is a huge, bold move. Calvin Klein would never do this. On the day, realising that maybe half in, half out. Smart casual. Yep. Yes. Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
I think it looks ridiculous, but I don't care.
Maybe all in, I don't know. Jack! No, don't say anything.
Why has he got half his shirt tucked in?
Smart casual.
Oh, that's purposeful.
Smart
Casual.
Why do you keep changing what you're going to do?
I'm looking for
you have
something.
an idea, did you?
I'm looking for something. Is it too much to try and launch a fragrance and start a trend at the same time?
If anyone can pull it off, it's Andy.
You can't stop being f***wits. Let's just
I think I like it.
We're seriously going... You're seriously wanting this?
What are you waiting for?
Inspiration, Jack.
Well, you've got a minute 20,
Okay.
20 before I'm on set, and then you've got 10 minutes.
Okay. We're burning too much time on the half in, half out. No, it does look silly.
All right.
I'm all out.
Now it's creased from when he tucked it in.
That's cool though. Crease is casual. All in.
Okay, you're going to crease the other side.
You've got 40 seconds.
Quick. Nah, too smart. Fine, all out.
He doesn't know.
The process.
You spent a lot of your allotted time on whether I
that
should
was-
have half my shirt in, half my shirt out, for it to be smart and casual.
Full disclosure, that was edited.
yeah,
That was pretty heavily edited.
Yeah, it was heavily edited.
We probably spent close to 10 minutes
Yeah, of my
discussing
30.
half in, half out. But Andy by Hamish is a smart casual fragrance. It says that on the box. It would be so unprofessional of me to have not spent the right amount of time considering half tucked, half in, half out.
Yep.
As it turns out, I'm glad I didn't, because
Didn't go with it? Yeah.
it would be the first thing people notice, and it's not. And I want them to notice your face.
All right. Anyway, we go to a song now. On the other side of this, as you could hear, the timer's counting down, so you would have under 10 minutes to try and capture the shot and decide what you wanted me to be holding, doing, and what the whole shot meant. It's after this.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Business end now, Ham, because we had a photo shoot today. This is because you've launched a fragrance.
My gift to all of us, except for you, Jack. You're not involved in the profit share. But thank you for coming to the photo shoot.
You had done a deal without me knowing back in January to get this made. I haven't even smelt the fragrance yet. It's called
Next week.
Andy by Hamish.
It's
and
a cracker, mate. A smart casual fragrance. Australia's going to love it.
I was obliged to turn up to one marketing shoot today. My demands are met, which would just be it'd be 10 minutes tops on set.
Yep.
Describing that set now, there was a lot of palaver around it. You had a person there with a snake around their neck.
Cherie.
You had an ice sculpture of me for no reason. That's a waste of money. Probably
Pump you
pretty
up.
expensive.
Very expensive.
You had a bunch of other guys dressed exactly like me on my way out to set, and we're about to pick it up when I arrived there. On the way out to set, you had them just pumping me up.
Telling you looked great. You're better looking than them.
Yep.
That was from an agency that specialises in just average-looking people.
That was embarrassing
That's
for
what
me.
you wanted. I thought that's what you
It
requested.
wasn't what I wanted.
You said don't have good models there.
Well, you said, shall I get models there for the vibe? I said, well, don't get really attractive guys there because that won't be great for my self-esteem.
Your wish is my command. Yes, I can read between the lines. That is my job as the guy that's running this fragrance. So I read your demand correctly.
Anyway.
They were there, and you felt good when you saw them, didn't you? You're about 20 years younger than Paul.
Well, there was a white...
I saw the glint in your eye. You're walking a bit taller.
It was a white background, a white cyc that I was on.
Yep.
I was in my white shirt, as you asked for, black pants. I had a jacket on. And then as I was out there, you were going to offer me different props that you wanted in the shot. Essentially, I was putty in your hands. I was doing exactly what I was told.
You're the mate.
The only thing was I was going to be out of there in 9.5 minutes. That's true. All the time you had left.
Look, and my responsibility as the photographer, unusual job for me to only be able to click the camera once. I knew it was no point telling the meat how to cook. I knew when the meat was in front of my camera, I had to wait until I saw exactly what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it didn't come in the first minute, so be it. I just had to maneuver you until I went, boom, that's my boy. That's Andy by Hamish. That's going to sell some fragrances.
You didn't know what you wanted, and it was a very high pressure situation because you only had
I
one
almost fell
click.
asleep.
This is what happened.
So you casual, smart casual.
Just casual with the trumpet.
Casual with the trumpet.
It looks like I'm a jazz musician.
I wanted you holding a telescope. You said that's not very me. Did you or did you not say that?
Yeah. I'm happy to help.
You love a trumpet. It's not working for me. Beer?
Yeah, I'll have a beer. How long have I got, Jack?
6 minutes, Hamish, until Andy leaves the shoot. 6 minutes.
And you know what the camera setting's at? A 100th of a second. That's all I need. When I see it, I'll click it. Now stop giving me time calls.
No, keep giving me time calls, though, because I'm going to leave.
5.5 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Can you hold your beer a bit more, like, down near your... Yeah.
Who holds their beer like this? Who holds their beer down
The waist beer. That's good. That's pretty casual way to hold trumpet. Why don't you have the trumpet just behind you so it's a hint of trumpet? Like this. And then maybe right leg slightly forward. Be like that. Your slightly angled body. Like this.
4.5 minutes till Andy leaves.
Let's tuck that trumpet behind. Yeah, really behind. Like you've bumped into an old flame and you've just come off a gig and you don't want them to know you're still trumpeting.
You got to tell me what you want the face doing.
Face, I think now since you're at a bar, you're enjoying yourself.
Right. Okay.
Smiling,
it's like
mouth closed,
mouth
closed, smiling.
But I'm not sure whether enjoying like the fragrance isn't. Name one fragrance where the person's there laughing.
Giggles by Yves Saint Laurent.
All right. So what about how high are the eyebrows? Do you
not high. I don't want to see creases.
And do you want me looking at the camera?
You like just.
He's only got 3 minutes left.
I'm getting him in the headspace.
When this gets to 40 minutes, he walks.
I understand the time requirements.
And now,
can you please look at Jack in the face?
Beck told me to clench my teeth and it gives me.
Don't listen to Beck. Listen to me.
Okay, well,
you're the meat. I'm the butcher. I'm the master of the meat.
I think he's suggesting things because you haven't told him what to do yet.
Look Jack in the eyes.
Hey.
It's a bit too sexy. Think about the last time you won a board game.
Like you enjoy
No, that's silly.
I came back from nowhere to win it. I was like,
No, okay.
Do you want head tilt?
No, thank you. You look like a curious dog. Okay.
1.5 minutes, hey.
Let's keep those lips
90
moist.
seconds.
Keep those lips moist. We're looking at Jack. We're thinking about something that would give us a smirk. What's a comic you don't love but you enjoy? You think it's quite clever? Maybe Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh my God, he's done.
I'm out of here.
He shot the photo and Andy's walked straight off set. Andy doesn't even want to see the outcome. Andy's left the photo shoot. Hamish has got his one shot. With only a minute to spare, he took the photo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the shot! We got the shot! Hit it, Gary! Woo! Yeah, we got the shot! It's good!
Now, it probably isn't, because you have often, and I know you very well, often overexcite things
that
and
wasn't overexcited.
try and bump things up when they're not quite there, to try and encourage people around you to say, yes, it is, and convince yourself.
All right, smarty pants.
Well, I haven't seen the shot. We've got to go to a break here.
Listen to this. Listen to this. I'm willing to almost guarantee you this is in one of the top 3 photos of you ever taken.
So I'm willing to almost guarantee you.
You know I have to leave a small date. I got to leave a cat flap in case I need to wriggle out. But that's how confident I am.
I'll get to see it after this.
That's how confident. This might be your best photo.
Really? You took it. We've been photographed before by like GQ, for instance.
I know, but you didn't know those photographers. You were best friends with them, and they didn't put enough effort into the vibe. Dare I say it? In hindsight,
Yeah, there weren't enough snakes and ice sculptures there.
You said it.
It's after this.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Hey, we're at the part. We've taken people on the journey today of me pretending to be a model, you pretending to be a photographer.
What's with this pretending, Ando? I took a photograph that you're about to see is world class. You've provided me with some facial meat that is absolutely world class. Now, if that's not a model, what is?
Stop calling me meat. The
It's
thing
what your face is made of, and it's all I was focused on. I can't look at you as a human.
I just did
because I'll get too attached to you. Okay, this is my job.
I essentially did exactly what I was told. Put on the outfit I wanted, outfit you wanted me to be in, and then
Appreciate you bringing that from home.
Then I had a beer
Yes.
that you wanted me to hold, a trumpet that you wanted me to hold behind my back with just a hint of it, and then I was to look at Jack and imagine looking at a cartoon that I don't love, but just find fairly amusing.
Maybe one that you thought was clever. Because now I'll take you inside the mind of a genius. What I was trying to do there was get you to smirk, but without it being too forced. Now, that's an incredibly hard thing to do when you're shooting portrait photography. The other thing I had to worry about was you're going to be lit by a flash. So the lighting I'm seeing on your face isn't the lighting. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. You're so beautiful. No, it's had some M&M chocolate. That's not the lighting that we'll see on the bottle.
Yep.
Right? So I'm trying to get, in one shot, you full length. So your body needs to be the right shape, but I also need to pull out of that a closer headshot that's going to be on the bottle.
Yeah, because I only gave you one shot.
I only had one click of the camera. Now, if we had all day, I'd be shooting galore.
And you were never
I
in
also
that.
had to make sure that the two props that I had you holding, the trumpet for smart, because you got to have some smarts if you're going to honk the trump.
Yeah.
You need to read music and all that stuff. Trumpet and a glass of beer.
And a beer for
casual. All of that had to be perfect. It was like about 50 planets lining up at the right time.
How did you pull it off?
Well, now we get to find out, Ando. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin my laptop around. I've got the untouched version. This is the shot straight out of the camera. You're going to see the full length. I want you to focus on the essence of Andy that I've managed to capture.
Okay.
And also the perfect level of trumpet that's hidden behind your leg.
How much photoshopping's been done?
0.
Okay.
And it's black and white because it's for a fragrance, it's for Andy by Hamish, and you don't muck around with fragrances, you go black and white. But you can just see the right amount of valves on the trumpet, the right amount of the horn, when you come around here.
Okay, walking around.
Now, is that not one of the best, if not the best photo of you that's ever been taken? Watch this. As I move this aside, you'll get to see the headshot. This is going to be on 15,000 bottles of Andy by Hamish at Chemist Warehouse. Look at the detail. Look at the creases in your face. Look at the cheekbones. Look at the light in the cheekbones. Look at those lips.
You've actually
Look at the dimple.
A pretty good job.
I know. It's bloody amazing. It's
I mean, I don't think it's going to sell anything.
It might be the best photo of Andy Lee ever taken because I know Andy Lee and I know when to click and when not to click. Have a look now on the social pipes on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. 131060. Look at the photos. I've done the side by side. We've got the full shot. Enjoy the trumpet that's hiding behind his leg. Enjoy the close-up. Enjoy the detail. Give us a call. What do you think? I mean, have we nailed it? Because this is it, baby. This is the beginning. You're on your way.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Haim, you've just shown me the photo you took. I only allowed you one click of the camera. It was high stakes. I know you're happy with it. I can see.
I'm happy for you because it's your face on 15,000 bottles, and now I feel like I was already happy I'd given you this gift of the fragrance. Now I'm double happy because now it's going to be an absolute. This really will make you a household name, Andy by Hamish.
You know what?
This is your legacy. This is your legacy shot.
What I'll say about it is, to me, it doesn't look like a fragrance shot. I must admit.
Wait till there's a few more bits we can add.
But, you know, it more looks like, you know, come to this business seminar type photo, I would say.
Yeah, but your neck's having a seminar and the topic is how to smell good. Do you know what I love about the trumpet hiding behind your leg?
Yeah.
You're holding a beer in your right hand, and that's prominent. Yeah, the trumpet's hidden behind your left leg. So it's sort of like going, this is me, Casual Andy, out the front. That's what I want you to know about me. But dig deeper. Who am I? I'm a trumpet player. It reminds me of the campaign they did for the Army Reserve, where it's like, it's people at work, but they're unbuttoning a little bit, and they've got camo underneath them. So it's like, okay, you might think I was working in an office, but guess what? I'm a reservist. Okay? That's you, but on a trumpet.
Alex
level.
on 131060. Alex.
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy, Al. You've seen the shot?
I have.
What are we thinking?
Gut reaction?
I absolutely love it.
It is crazy good, isn't it, Alex?
It is fantastic.
It's the best shot I've seen of Andy. It's unbelievable.
How much touch-ups?
I'm incredibly impressed. I can't believe Hamish took such a great shot.
Well, he didn't.
I would like to thank the meet.
Someone else set it all up and
Alex,
he's hit the camera.
It was, sure, it's timing. Yeah. It's all timing. I mean, there's, it's to use a cricket analogy, Andy. There's a lot of times you could swing to hit the ball. There's only one that's going to get you the six. And I think, you could miss it. You play a bit early, play a bit late. This has come right off the middle of the bat, and that's what we're looking at here, a six of a photo.
Adam, your thoughts?
That's what the girls want to hear. Adam?
Yeah, all boys.
How are you, bud?
Yeah, not too bad. Happy birthday, Andy.
No need.
Good on you, Eds. And happy birthday to Australia, really, for this photo. What do you reckon, Eds?
Mate, spot on. It is outstanding. Simply, smart, and casual in one photo.
Yeah. I will say this. It does seem smart casual. And that's maybe why this new style of photo, when I'm saying it doesn't quite look like a fragrance photo, but
we're breaking the industry apart, Ando. We're not going. You're not Gina. You're not Buble. You're not Delta. You're disrupting. We're disrupting the fragrance industry whilst at the same time keeping it cool and not very cool. That's Buddy Franklin.
Yes.
Just
this
normal
cool.
This
is almost extremely cool compared to
This is sexy.
You reckon?
It's a sexy symbol. Lou will be able to tell us. Lou, ahoy.
Ahoy, boys.
Lou, it's sexy, obviously.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I don't think it's
that's
sexy.
a customer. Lou, would you buy a bottle of this?
I would buy that for my husband for sure.
Big time, babe. And did you notice the trumpet hiding behind Andy's leg?
Yes.
Nice
Saw the big trumpet there. Very nice.
There you go. Everybody, people having fun with it, Andy.
Okay, Brad, wrap this up for us, mate.
Mate, I reckon the photo's terrible, eh?
Brad, who put you on? What's the problem, Brad?
Looks like you've dropped your guts and you're trying to hide it.
But dropped his guts in a beautiful smelling way. So there's still an element of fragrance for you in the photo, just the wrong kind of fragrance.
I don't know how you go about hiding your farts.
How's Andy hiding it with a trumpet?
Well, you're kind of looking up towards the skies as to say it wasn't me.
You think this could be Shaggy by Andy? Look, go to the social pipes. HamishAndy.com, I'm sure it's there too. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Whatever you pipe, pick your pipe, enjoy the photo. This is the beginning, Ando. I mean, this doesn't have the text on it, hasn't been treated. There's still another element to it that I need to add.
Yeah, need the fragrance. Are you going to touch it up at all?
Yeah, mate. This is the basic image. But without this, we can't build it.
Justin Bieber got biceps put on and abs and everything.
I'm not putting biceps on you, mate.
No, I don't. We can't.
If you want that, put it in your contract.
It's a jacket behind. Yeah, so are you going to help me out a little bit, or?
Well, I'm adding some other things. I don't know if they fall into the category of helping you out. But that's for next week. This is great.
The photo shoot, people should go to HamishAndy.com or any of our social pipes because the photo shoot that you organised today, it had a lot of strange things going on. There was an old man being a DJ.
No, he's just a DJ. That's how old he happens to be.
Okay, sorry.
An old man to play a character. That's just...
He wasn't a character.
Well, he was a character. It was a great chat. But he's certainly DJ'd a lot of venues, and if you'd taken the time to get to know him, you would have found that he's got a rich DJing history.
I wasn't there for long enough.
You weren't. You only really gave us 10 minutes.
And when I arrived, you had an ice sculpture of me. Again, waste of money.
I think all worthwhile purchases, because what it did, Ando, and this is just you coming in as the model.
50 burgers, and there was only like 12 people on the set.
No one went hungry.
It was like, an average of 4 burgers per person.
Because I was creating an atmosphere for you where you went, okay, I can unwind here, I can enjoy myself. Because the risk of a smart casual shoot is it's too stuffy. And that's the last thing I wanted. And I think when people see the photo, they'll go, well done, Haim. I can see every element. If you look very carefully at that photo, in your face and your relaxed attitude, now that we've captured in that one photo, you can see the ice sculpture. You can see the DJ. You know that the 1995 AFL Grand Final was playing and you're enjoying it. You can see all those elements in your face because you're relaxed. The smirk's there. The other models have given you that smirk. The other guys you had me hire that are average looking to make you look better.
I didn't do that.
And then the snake.
Yes. look, to be honest, that's what I wanted to bring up.
I hired a lady who's a snake handler, Cherie.
And she brought along a python.
She doesn't just handle it, though, does she? She sort of, when the DJ was playing, she dances with the snake.
The snake itself was mesmerising, and everyone wanted a go of the snake. That's exactly what happened. I said this to Jack, and Jack goes, "Oh, Haim, it had rubbed off it had worn off on him by the time you arrived."
The snake?
But Haim was carrying on about this snake so much that he played me this. And have a listen, everybody.
Snakes are never a bad idea. Snakes are good for vibe. Name a day when you had a snake that it wasn't a weird day. Snakes, snakes, snakes. Snakes are exciting things. You never think a snake is boring. Snakes are exciting. Snakes.
That's not a great song.
It doesn't matter.
That was Gary's beats in the background.
I was just freestyling my own thoughts there.
But that was just showing you the excitement that you had. But I must admit...
I'm right, aren't I?
You're right.
You never have, love them or hate them, you never have a boring day with a snake. If someone's got a snake out of the bag and it's on you, you remember that day.
131060. Is a snake a great party starter?
Snakes are party starters, mate. And no one gives them the respect they deserve.
Can you confirm that snakes are a great party
I'd love
starter?
people that have snakes or have been to a party where they weren't expecting a snake because it pumps you up. It's not normal to have a snake on you, but it's pretty fun.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Asking on 131060. Do you think a snake's a party starter? Does a snake get a party started?
It did today, didn't it?
Certainly did.
And people, all the other people involved in the photo shoot today, when we did your shot for Andy by Hamish, the fragrance, everyone had a shot with the snake. People loved it.
Everyone wants a go. It's weird going, hey, can I have a go of your snake?
You don't forget a day the snake was there.
Yep.
Snakes, a day with a snake on you is never a boring day.
No.
Like I was saying to Jack, have you ever had a snake on you? He goes, yeah, at primary school once. I went, see that? You've remembered something, well, for Jack, 8 years ago. You've remembered something from a long time ago. You wouldn't remember anything else from that year.
No.
But you remember the snake.
Alicia on 131060. Alicia, do you think a snake gets a party started, and what's the evidence?
At my 21st, in 2011, before the photo booth started happening, I had surprised about over 200 people with a petting farm with just snakes. There was over 20 of them.
Just 20 snakes?
20 snakes.
That'd set you
over
back.
20. Yeah, no, it was just just something small.
And the people had to hold them?
Yeah, so even people that were completely scared, even still touched it with their pinky finger.
So everyone.
And they always say, oh, Alicia, your 21st, it was the best, the snakes. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly right.
Always
that's exactly right.
Alicia, did you have 20 snakes, did you say?
Yeah, I had over 20 snakes.
Oh, I was going to say, get 21. If it's your 21st, you're so close. That's the symbolism's terrific. But yeah,
Alicia,
no one's forgetting that party.
Thank you.
No one's forgetting that.
Nick on 131060. Nick, your mate is a snake man?
Yep, he owns Toowoomba Reptiles.
Cool.
He's got about 100 of them.
Jeez.
Snakes.
Does he bring them to parties?
Oh, we party at his house, and he always has to bring one out.
Yep. And you never forget it, do you?
Is it a girl magnet, Nick? Is it the kind of thing that if you were having trouble with the girls, you go buy yourself a snake and you bring it out and it works at parties?
Maybe not.
Oh, sometimes, if they like snakes.
Yeah, they have to really like him. It's more of an icebreaker, though, isn't it, Nick? Because the adrenaline rises when a snake's in the room.
Yeah, and it's Mick, not Nick.
Sorry,
Mick. Mick, do you want to start again? No, this is horrifying that we've made this
Mick,
mistake.
updating your player profile as we speak. Thank you, sir.
Mick, we'd never make that mistake again, I promise. Beth on 131060.
Ahoy!
Ahoy, Beth. Beth, do you rip out a snake at parties and does it get the mood right up?
I do. We've got a pet diamond python named Wally, and he's in a big bird aviary.
Yep.
So my brother's trick is to actually put people in the cage and lock them in there and see how long they can last.
And they're not going to forget that.
I imagine there's no birds left in that aviary?
Or one
No birds left.
Absolutely terrified bird up the top.
Beth, obviously this python's not going to hurt anyone.
No, so it's only bitten me once before, so he's
Right.
pretty friendly.
But is it getting the party started when you're locking people in the aviary, or do you bring her out during parties and say, hey, have a bit of a climb over some of the guests?
A bit of both. Once it's that someone's been in the cage, they kind of need a couple of shots after they come out. So.
And Beth, how far past being in the python cage, how much time has passed before someone goes, oh, Beth, remember that night I was in the python cage?
Well, I can be in there for quite a while,
Yep.
but everybody else is probably maximum 5 minutes.
No, yeah,
And then
sorry.
we'll get a bit freaked out.
That's a good amount of time. But I mean, like 2 years later, do people go, I remember I was at your house?
Oh, yeah, no, all the time.
You never forget it.
My son was 18 and he's now 26, so they've loved it since then and they're still talking about it.
Well, that's what Haim was looking for.
Still talking about.
Not the record. Personal record.
Not the record, but I'm enjoying knowing those stats because we had time and I'm glad we spent it.
Haim. Look, we've got to go to a small break here, but you put on a photo shoot on Friday.
We had a vital photo shoot, Ando, to get the one shot that will be used as the marketing material for Andy by
And there's a
Hamish.
lot of expenses outside of the one shot, being an ice sculpture of me, a lady with a snake, 4 other
Cherie.
models that were meant to give me a pump up. Three.
I
Okay.
cut costs where possible.
Okay.
I did think 4 was sloppy.
A DJ.
He was great.
All of this I didn't think was useful at all. But
You're not a photographer.
Yeah, but
when photographers, I've had a lot of photographers on Facebook, Instagram.
How
go,
much did it cost?
Hey, I'm a photographer, and I can see in that shot of Andy, the one photo you took, the vibe worked.
Okay,
because you got him in exactly
how
the right
much,
spot.
You haven't told me yet how much you spent on Vibe.
Do you need to know?
Yes, because we need to ask money from Chemist Warehouse to pay for it, and you were meant to sign off on it with them.
That is true. Contractually, all marketing expenses will be covered from them if approved.
Just
why don't I write it down on paper and you can say if you want to say it out loud. Now, bearing in mind, this is a bargain. A couple of things, like the ice sculpture, for example.
We're going to go to a break.
The ice sculpture, they charged $1,000. I got $800. Things like that.
Well, how much does it cost? Show me. Wow.
Got to spend money to make money.
All right, we've got to go to this break, but just to let me swallow that number.
Well, I think
and
you should. I mean, do you want to tell people after this, or
Yes.
should we?
We should definitely tell people, but the main person we should tell is the guy that we hopefully will pay for it, which you won't. But
It's not like it's $50,000.
no,
So there's a number that it's not.
but it is 2 digits.
It's 2 digits, then 3 zeros. Yeah,
After
sure,
this.
sure.
The Hamish and Andy Show.
Hey, I can't still.
I knew I shouldn't have
really-
told you.
Yeah, this is so stupid. But anyway,
Let's bring everyone up to speed, okay? Andy by Hamish, a smart casual fragrance. That's launching for Father's Day, okay?
You did a deal.
I've
with
organised this
Chemist
whole
Warehouse.
thing.
It's not a sponsorship deal or anything. You just did.
They're our business partners.
Yes,
They're
You
our
did deal
we're
with
we're
them.
in business with Chemist Warehouse.
Yeah.
Yes, I signed a contract on our behalf with them. This was before you knew about Andy by Hamish.
Then
because
you
I knew
spent $11,000 on a photo
There's
shoot.
the number.
There's
the
the
cat's
number.
out of the bag. No, I didn't. I knew I shouldn't have shown the model and the face. Your side of the fence is about vibe and pumping people up. You leave the dollars to me, boy.
No.
I shouldn't have shown you that. I knew I shouldn't have shown you that because
$11,000 on that photo shoot.
I know it can seem like a lot,
The
but
photo-
you do have to spend money to make money,
No,
and
you
the
don't.
shot's worth it. The shot's a $15,000 shot.
Now, Chemist Warehouse.
That's
I've
a $4,000
I've just been
saving.
discussing with you during the break. Chemist Warehouse have agreed contractually to pay for all marketing budget.
Clause 6. Clause 6 covers expenses.
But you were meant to sign off on expenses before you.
Upon rereading, it does say yes, they must be approved
Well,
first.
do we tell him we haven't done it yet?
He knows. I got an email from him. He screenshotted our Instagram, sent it to me on Friday night saying, this looks terrific. What a shot. We've
Let's
got
call
it.
him.
He's so... Man, Mario's the man. He's pumped. He thinks we're taking down Beckham here.
Okay.
And they sell Beckham too. So let's try and keep the chat more about how exciting it is we're taking down Beckham. Then I'll just slide in the... And now you're cool to cover the expense.
Okay, cool. We'll slide it in.
I suppose I should have cleared it.
Hello.
Mario,
Yes.
it's Hamish and Andy, mate. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Mate,
Yeah, good, mate.
things are cooking along here at Andy by Hamish headquarters. The buzz is real.
I can see. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's going very, very well.
So you saw the photo, Mario?
Yes, I saw the photo. I think we've got a real winner there.
Okay,
Mario,
good,
it's
'cause
beautiful.
He's,
And
he's
not-
not getting another one.
Well, I didn't need 2 shots, Mario. Andy only gave me 1 click of the camera, and I was smart, and I hired some very good equipment that could shoot it in high resolution. So we've got a headshot and a full body length shot out of the one photo. And, God, all the pieces have fallen right into place on the marketing side of things. Just wanted to double check you're happy.
Yes, I'm happy. I mean, you got the look. You got the right look. The brief was met. It's smart casual.
Beauty.
The wardrobe was spot on.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, Mario, how much would you expect to pay for a shot like that? I was talking to some industry people, and they were throwing around figures like 100,000, 50 grand. Crazy to my ears, because How excited would you be if I told you I was able to deliver that shoot, including vibe, venue hire, photographer, snakes, pump-up models, the whole works, for just $11,000?
Oh, that's amazing.
Really?
That usually doesn't even cover the catering at most photo shoots.
What did I do? We should have
Mario,
more snakes, more snakes.
In the contract, it says Chemist Warehouse will cover all marketing costs. Are we hearing you loud and clear?
So I get the green light on that?
Oh, sort of, yeah.
Oh, no, well, I mean, you said that's amazing. You did say that's great. So, I mean, I know I didn't float it with you guys first, and I only in hindsight realised I should have cleared these expenses before we booked them for Friday, but... I mean, what I'm hearing is we love being in business together. You got full faith in me. I've done a great thing. Thumbs up.
Exactly. So those costs are incidental costs. So we have a term in our business, we put it in the mix. It's in the mix.
It's in the mix. It's in the mix. And just to be clear, the mix is on your side of the fence.
yeah, you guys are the ones with the mix.
We're just tipping those over our side of the fence into your side of the fence.
It's not a problem.
Oh, yes! No, baby, I'm taking you all the way. I'm taking you all the way.
Thanks, Mario. We really appreciate the call, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Welcome.
Thank you so
much. Cheers, boys. Bye.
Yes. Mate, you saw Deltas in the bloody desert playing a piano.
Should have had 2 snakes.
Yeah, I should have had more snakes. I could have had a bloody elephant. While we are talking about global domination and being a very powerful brand, Andy by Hamish, Australia's and the world's newest smart casual fragrance. The photo shoot was a huge success on Friday. I have taken the one photo I was allowed to shoot, and put it into a mocked-up marketing pay. Like, this is the ad, I suppose. This is what's going to be in Chemist Warehouse. It's what's going to be visible. This is the ad. This is what's going to move units.
Okay.
A long time in the making.
Still haven't smelt this thing, by the way. When can I get a sniff?
You want a sniff?
Yeah.
Seems fair. Your sniff shall be scheduled in for tomorrow.
What? Have you got the bottles here?
I think it might arrive tomorrow morning. It's come out of stabilisation testing. So you remember, when I was in
and
Paris...
they've come from... You weren't in Paris.
It's been months and months making this thing for you, Ando. So
they are coming from France. I understand that. I've actually... Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's not...
It is? Is that what you said?
No, I'm not... So it's not... So is it here?
It's
Why
coming...
can't I have smelt this thing? You told me it's coming from France.
No, it was in stabilisation testing where they put all the fragrance on the shelf to make sure it's all good. Past that, green light from the lab.
What do you mean all the fragrance is on the shelf?
No, they put all the liquid there to go, like they test it and then you don't know, it's
test?
It's a chemist thing. Well, to make sure it doesn't separate. Like they just go, it has to sit still for 8 weeks and then they give it the thumbs up.
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
Mate,
okay,
I don't spend all my day at the lab. I don't spend all my day at the head office. I'm bouncing around. I can't be in Paris every day. I'm bouncing around here, there, and everywhere.
It seemed like the stabilisation was for the shelf.
No,
you said
chemical stabilisation.
Yeah, they put all the bottles on the shelf and they just make sure it's stable.
For 8 weeks. There were 2 guys from Chemist Warehouse going, shit, so I don't want to be worried. What? Did you see a wobble? Come on, Jeff, it's been 6 weeks. Thought I saw a wobble. No, they make sure that the fragrance is stable as a fluid.
Yes.
We're selling this, we're putting this in 15,000 homes, Ando. We're putting 15,000 bottles of this in a young men's bathrooms all across this country so they can have the waft of Andy by Hamish on their necks. But before we do that, we must convince them this is the brand of cologne for them. How do we do that? With a red-hot marketing campaign.
Yep.
Now, we got the photo last week. Got the photo on Friday.
Yep.
Can I say thank you again to my meat? Congratulations. You were just stunning.
Okay, don't call me the meat. But
you're a big enough boy to understand that's what photographers call models. I want to show you the mock-up I've done.
Okay.
Now, it's the photo we took. You're holding the beer. You've got the trumpet tucked behind your left leg. So it's a hint of trumpet. So that's very you.
I just did what you asked.
Very you. It's smart casual. The bottle's on there too. I'm going to put this up on our Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram.
Yep.
But you have to look carefully at the ad because there's something special in the background.
No.
That is staying. That is staying.
That shouldn't stay. So
That's staying.
You put yourself in there.
Well, I'm the nose.
No, but
It's Andy by Hamish. So it's a tiny hint in the background in the shadows. It's my face. Yes, I'm topless, but you can barely see. It's very tasteful. And there's a beam of light, a shaft of light going across my nose to highlight this is the nose that picked the fragrance.
Yeah, but you don't see, Yves Saint Laurent or whoever, or Giorgio Armani in the background of like
some
you and
you do.
McGregor's one.
Some you do.
No, you don't.
Usually the model's so powerful, you're distracted by them. I don't think people will even see me. You're underestimating how powerful your photo is.
We've got to go to a song, but Blink reaction is a hard no.
Right.
13 to 60 if people want to
push back on that with a deal breaker.
People can obviously ring in if they've seen on our social pipes.
There's a lot of buzz, Ando.
Well,
there's a ton of buzz. Do you want me to read you some comments?
No.
Well,
okay,
I'm just saying. Look, I've made a mock-up of the Andy by Hamish fragrance marketing material, I suppose. This could be a poster that might be hanging in the front of the shop with our business partners, Chemist Warehouse. And look, it's great. It's the photo we took on Friday. It's you, smart casual. You're holding a beer. You've got a trumpet subtly tucked behind your leg.
Before we get to the font, which is cheap.
It's a mock-up. That's all placeholder. Don't worry about that. This will go to a designer.
Okay.
But, I mean, the key thing that people are responding to is the lovely touch of having me very deep in the shadows and a shaft of light across my nose, smelling you, and the face is undoubtedly one of quiet satisfaction, but not just my eyes are closed. I'm not screaming, I'm not giving you a thumbs up. I'm just quietly and approvingly sniffing you.
It looks like I've got what you putting yourself there behind me changes my expression. Mm-hmm. My expression now appears to be. Is there someone behind me?
Yeah, we talked about that. I don't think it reads like that.
I think it does.
I don't think it reads like that.
Because I'm looking in that direction.
I think it reads like you. I think it reads like you going. Feels nice to have my mate behind me.
It looks also like
feels like a wingman type.
You are half naked.
I'm fully naked.
Okay,
you never know.
Well, that's the problem. I think it kind of looks a little bit like you're a sneaky neighbour.
Yep.
Trying to look over doing a peep over the fence.
But it's Andy by Hamish. I mean, my name's on the bottle, but we know who it is.
I know, but it's just the way.
I don't have a wig on or anything. I'm not in a trench coat. What I actually was just topless when I took that. Yeah. I'd like it to give the impression that I'm in a towel. And I'm on my way to my...
It's a separate idea.
I'm on my way to the vanity kit, and I'm thinking, what scent should I smell?
But
should I have?
That's a separate thing. Any other cologne, like David Beckham...
What's that bloody smell? Oh, it's Andy.
David Beckham doesn't have some punter in the background that's sniffing him, or...
Yeah, but he doesn't have his best mate in the
on his way to the bathroom.
A lot of people are going, great comment here from Jace on the Instagram. A couple of hundred comments already flowing in. Jace simply says, your move, Da Vinci. So he knows. He knows this is a work of art.
Mark on 131060. Mark, have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. Ahoy, Hamish, and happy birthday, chicken and cheese.
No problem. And double punch there. Happy birthday. And then bringing up the burger that brought me undone when we tried to eat the board.
Very good, Mark.
Mark, there's no doubt that you're going to be on Hamish's side, so get whatever you want out of your system.
He knows what he's talking about. This is a potential customer. May I remind you, brand ambassador?
Don't want him.
Ignore that, Mark. We want
a definite customer.
Yeah, great. What do you think of the photo, mate?
Nothing wrong with it.
Yep, nothing wrong with that.
Well, you're going on about David Beckham.
Yeah.
Mate, who cares about David Beckham? We're talking about Hamish and Andy.
Yeah, or specifically Andy by
Australian
Hamish.
icons.
Well, it's actually meant to be about Andy.
It was Andy by Hamish. And so you go, okay, by Hamish. What input did he have? Oh, there he is in the background giving a sniff. He's happy.
It doesn't look like he's doing that.
It looks like he's having
a
matey sniff.
James, your thoughts?
A little creepy, mate. A little creepy.
Yeah.
You don't think it's a matey sniff?
It's not really.
No.
It's creepy, mate.
Thanks, James. That's
but you'd buy it, though, wouldn't you, Jimmy?
I still would, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but that hasn't affected sales.
I know, but that's not the point of doing anything either.
Look,
oh gosh.
Look, for me, this would be a huge blow to the marketing if that came out.
I'm not going to go ahead if that's it.
Come on.
No.
What am I going to have to do? Like launch a black label bootleg product?
Maybe. I don't care what you do. Hamish and Andy.
Sorry, guys. Just having a small fight with the CEO in the face of a fragrance here.